Revs, but it will be a one-game lead coming into play here tonight. Certainly the head-to-head games will be very important, and the Revs looking to win one more and not look ahead to tomorrow night when Lancaster comes in for the first of three this weekend. Coming up tonight, it'll be Logan Williamson coming off his best outing of the year, 5-8 with a 5.11 ERA. He'll face Somerset righty Luke Irvin, who's 8-3 with an ERA of 3.76. Coming up on our pregame, Matt had a chance to chat with Frank Gailey, who flirted with Revs history here on Tuesday night. Only a bunt hit given up in 7 shutout innings, a one-hitter in the game here on Tuesday. He's our pregame guest in the next segment, and we'll then hear from Mace coming up as well. First pitch tonight set for 6:30, a beautiful night here in downtown York on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Saubles Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Experience the outdoors like never before with gear and equipment from Relic. We have everything you need for hunting and fishing, items from motorcycle enthusiasts, as well as collector's items, perfect for bars and man caves. Relic is Southern York's only consignment shop that is catered toward men. Come visit us at 215 North Main Street on the Susquehanna Trail in Loganville beside Mama's Pizza. For store hours and more information, follow us on Facebook at Relic Shop. That's RELLIK Shop on Facebook.
Getting pumped for another year of high school football? All this month, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK lays it all out for you in the High School Football Spotlight, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Catch a preview every day in August on Sports Radio 1350 as we break down the teams and the players of the 2017 York Adams League.
Or go to WOYK1350.com to access this year's complete lineup of high school football preview. Then, this fall, every Friday night, it's the High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Only here on Sports Radio 1350.
The revolution plays here. Play ball! The new Sports Radio 1350.
Matt President here with Frank Gailey before the series finale against the Patriots. And Frank, going back a couple nights now, you threw 7 innings of shutout ball, 1 hit against you 2 nights ago. And what was it that was working so well for you?
Obviously, I threw a lot of off speed. That was working, but that only works if you can locate your heater and put that in the zone to kind of get them off the fastball, to throw the changeup. So obviously locating the heater and putting the changeup in the zone to make it even swingable, I guess you can call it, and more of a chase pitch. Everything was kind of working in that regards. I didn't really throw too many breaking balls. There was only 2 lefties in the lineup, so it was just mainly a fastball changeup combo that kind of get me going.
The 1 hit against you, a bunt hit, and was there a point in the night where you said, okay, I really have good command, I really feel good about where this is going?
It's funny because when I was warming up, I thought the exact opposite. Going into the game, I thought it was going to be a pretty good battle. Warming up in the pen, I didn't really feel like I had much. I would say the second inning, though, once I noticed what kind of swings they were taking off my changeup, I knew I just had to locate a heater, someone in the zone, and kind of pitch backwards all night, and it worked out in my favor.
How often does what you have in the pen correlate to what you have on the field? I know, sometimes guys will take a round of batting practice that they feel is terrible and then go out and have hits. Is it kind of the same way where it doesn't always translate, or is it usually the case where you feel good and then you pitch well?
It doesn't translate. I mean, more so use the mound just to get loose, not so much to make the best pitches out there. It's more so to get your arm loose and get ready to compete. Like I said, you can have days where you can throw the nastiest stuff in the world in the pen, and then you go out to the game and it's like, where to go? So it really doesn't matter. It's not really a direct correlation. That's why you have to go out there and compete, and just some days you might have the best stuff, but you're getting a lot of loud outs. You know what I mean? Where they're hitting the ball hard at guys. And some days you're not, feeling the greatest stuff, but it's not what they wanted. And you can go out and throw 7, so it works out.
I know there's still a lot of season left, stuff that you still want to accomplish, but as you kind of reflect and you lead the league in wins with 10, third in Revs history with 21 here in a York uniform. What does that mean to you?
I just want to compete anywhere I'm at, and obviously being third in Revs history, it's bittersweet. That means I was in independent ball for probably 3 years to get that status. But like I said, as long as I'm here, I'm going to compete. I'm going to win, and obviously that just shows, I did my job for the most part when I was here, and to get the first to 10 wins on the season is obviously nice. All respect to the defense and the offense behind me. Like I said, it's all bittersweet sometimes. In order to get those things, it means you have to be in independent ball a little longer maybe than you want. But it's all about having fun and just competing.
When you look at the way the team's playing right now, not just offensively, putting up 29 runs the last 3 nights, but holding Somerset to just 5 combined the past 3 nights, getting it done both offensively and on the mound. What does it say about this team? What is the mood around the clubhouse?
It's funny because that's what we knew what we can do. The first half wasn't exactly a half that we're going to be proud about, but it was the first half that we knew we had much more in the tank. We knew what we can do. I think how we've been playing of late in the second half is what this team's capable of. So we're not surprised. We're going to be a team that likes to have fun, and just now, you get to see what we're doing as a team, and then what kind of, team should be a little nervous when they play the Revs this time around, because we are playing how we should be playing.
Thanks for your time, Frank. Best of luck the rest of the way.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, Revs starter Frank Gailey, and Matt, we appreciate his time from earlier, and we talk about the offense, but you're right, the pitching has definitely played a huge role here as well. These starters consistently giving a chance to win. He was flat out dominant, though, on Tuesday night.
He was, and Steve Janis last night really following suit. Of course, not flirting with the no-hitter the way Frank did, but I thought Steve did a really good job last night. Ran into a little bit of trouble in the 6th after he got hit by that line drive. We're told everything's fine with him today, just banged up, bruised on that hand, but in line to make his next start. We'll hear a little bit more on that from Mace, but I thought Janis really located the fastball well, much like Frank did the night before, and I thought Janis had one of his best curveballs all year, and it really started early in the game. He dropped one in there at the top of the zone, and it was kind of a get-me-over pitch, and once he got that strike call on it, I think it really gave him confidence to throw it more as a swing and miss pitch as the night went along.
Yeah, it was fun to watch, and happy to hear that he is okay. We will hear about that and many other topics for Mace. The Broadway Transmission Manager's Report is next.
This is Dustin Hawkinsworth with the Keystone Sports Network. For the best Penn State football analysis and commentary, listen to Sports Radio 1350 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. and after Revs games for the Keystone Kickoff Show. We'll bring you game reviews, player evaluations, and recruiting news. So for the best in Penn State talk, tune to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK for the Keystone Kickoff Show. Brought to you locally by your neighborhood SureSave Markets.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for the latest on your York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
Hi, Mace. Well, this offense on a good stretch. Certainly have seen that here at home. A lot of big innings. And even in Sugar Land, another notch of productivity in that difficult ballpark than what we've normally seen there. And what are you seeing from the offense top to bottom right now, the way guys are working together and going about their jobs?
Well, I think we're more patient. I think we've been patient at the plate. I think we're hunting for certain pitches in certain zones, and we're swinging at them. You're not always going to hit them, but we are swinging at better pitches. I think we have an idea what we're trying to do. We have an idea what the pitchers are trying to do to us. We're talking in the dugout. There's a lot of conversation about pitches and movement and what the guy threw to the guy before him and last time up. And so there's a lot of rehashing of stuff going on down there. So I think that's all good. And, we're getting guys on base. We're causing some havoc out there. We have some guys that can run. So I think we're putting a little added pressure on besides hitting the ball.
strange night last night with the number of strikeouts, which were kind of high, but you still had 11 runs on 17 hits.
It's just crazy. I don't know. This ballpark is playing really small for some reason lately, and I mean, and they had some opportunities as well. You know, we got out of some innings there where we could have given up, 4 or 5 runs a couple times. They were just a few hits away from coming right back into the game. So this ballpark is very conducive to offense once offenses get going, and I think pitchers know that, and I think they get kind of defensive and they don't attack as much, and I think that's why you see a lot of walks and a lot of 3-2s, and it's a scary ballpark to pitch in. I think the scariest ballpark in the league because the ball can go everywhere here, and so we'll just we just keep going at it. Somerset's a good team. They're a playoff team already. We know they can pitch well. We've done a really good job so far this series, but it's a dogfight every night.
Unfortunately, Janice was able to stay in after that shot off the hand. How's he doing?
He's okay. He's a little bruised up, and I mean it's a little bit sore, but there's no damage like any structural damage to the tendons or the bone or anything like that. So he should be fine for his next one.
Bullpen scoreless, had to work out of a lot of jams, but they were able to get out of it. And is there something to that? Is it a truth? Do you think that when you have a big lead, guys that are normally in one-run games, that maybe they're not as sharp as normal?
I would hope not, but maybe there is a little bit of a relaxing that happens when you go in there, and maybe it's not as intense or as focused as it would normally be in a one-run game or a tie game. But I just, I'm a believer in you have to get your work in, and if you're having a stretch where you're scoring a lot of runs and you don't have a save situation, or you're not going to get your setup guy in the game, if you have 3 or 4 of those in a row and then you have a 1 or 2 game loss where you're not going to pitch him in those situations, now you could be looking at 5-6 days without getting these guys in the game. So right now, it's just, at this time of year, you got to be ready to go, and you got to be ready to go back-to-back days no matter what the situation is or the score of the game. And when you're in there, I would just like the guys to always pitch like it's a tie game. I just think that's your best approach to put up good numbers and to limit your pitches. Just go in and attack like it's nothing every time. So I don't know if we're just saying, here it is, hit it, laying it in there. It's a big lead. Maybe they'll hit it at somebody and we can get out of here. But I would rather see us be a little more dominant in those situations, because we're going to need to be dominant down the road.
I get Tejeda back in there tonight, and I assume he was able to do pregame work the last few days and try to stay sharp.
Yeah, he was, but unfortunately for him, we didn't hit on the field any of those days. So he came in to get his cage work in like everybody else. But right now where we are position player wise, and we have a couple guys nicked up that can't play, and I'm playing a lot of the same guys night after night. The extra time on the field during the day sometimes is not a good thing. And we've been swinging the bats pretty well. I've been saying all year, I think with this group of guys in particular, we hit a lot of home runs in batting practice here, and you've been out there and you've seen it. And then I think sometimes when we get in the game, that's our approach. So not taking batting practice here and watching home run derby for 45 minutes, I think makes us a better hitting team here, because we go to the cage and we work on things, and you're not watching the ball fly onto Arch Street or in the picnic area or wherever. So I just think it makes us a better team here. We focus more about hitting the pitch where it's pitched instead of trying to pull everything.
Lastly, you've got Logan tonight. I know you were a fan of his adjustment in his last start. The approach that he took out there was a lot better, wasn't it?
It was. We talked about that, before the game and during the game in Sugar Land. So I'm really hoping that he takes that same approach out there again tonight and doesn't try to throw 95 miles an hour and just lets his stuff work. Let the ball move. 86, 88 with movement is, can be just as devastating as 95 to 97. So it's just do the same thing. Just be consistent, go out and do the same thing. Let him put it in play. He's not really a strikeout pitcher anyway. So, we need to get the ball down and let him hit it on the ground and see what happens from there.
Amazing. Thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Our national anthem here at Peoples Bank Park tonight. Revs have taken the field. Heard from Mace on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report tonight, going for their second ever 4-game sweep against Somerset. They did it in September of 2012 here at Peoples Bank Park. Now Logan Williamson into his warm-up routine. Starting lineups brought to you by Flying Feet. For Somerset, Carlos Guzman will lead off and play first base. Alfredo Rodriguez at shortstop will bat second. Hitting third and moving out to the outfield tonight in left is Olmo Rosario. Cleanup hitter Kyle Roller, the DH. Jovan Gonzalez will catch and bat fifth. Mark Minikazi at third base is hitting sixth. Greg Golson in the lineup tonight in right. He will bat seventh. Justin Pacioli, the center fielder, hits eighth. And Scott Kelly at second base bats ninth. Again, Guzman, Rodriguez, Rosario, Roller, Gonzalez, Minikazi, Golson, Pacioli, and Kelly for the Patriots against Logan Williamson. For the Revs tonight, they will have Alonzo Harrison center leading off. Alexi Casillas, second base, bats second. Jared Mitchell in right field hits third. They give Nash the night off. It'll be Isaias Tejeda returning to the lineup, cleaning up here tonight and DHing. Michael Burgess at first base will bat fifth. Luis Cruz does the catching and hits sixth. Tyrone Verona in left field bats seventh. Ryan Dent, the shortstop, hitting eighth. And Chase Simpson at third base will bat ninth. Again, Harris, Casilla, Mitchell, Tejeda, Burgess, Cruz, Verona, Dent, and Simpson. For the Revs, facing Luke Irvin and Logan Williamson ready to go here tonight. 5-8 with a 5.11 ERA coming into this one, but his last one was terrific. 7 scoreless, 3 hits, and you heard Mace talk about it. He wasn't trying to overthrow. He was just going over the plate and letting his natural movement do the work. And he'll try to repeat that effort tonight as Guzman leads off. Our Dasher Investment Services first pitch is foul tipped to the net, and it did not bother a bird perched on top. Stays right on top of the screen. First pitch tonight, 6:33. Williamson with the 0-1. And a swing and a foul back and out of play. Guzman hitting at 253, 5 homers, 49 driven in. And you don't often see a first baseman lead off. They've moved him to the top the last 2 nights. The pitch. And he swings, floats one shallow left. Verona was deep. He'll hustle in, and he's got time to get there. Makes the grab, 1 out. Shading his eyes with the bare hand as he trotted in shallow left and squeezes it.
And a weak contact there by Guzman. Got it off the very end of the bat. And this is going to be a tough matchup for Logan Williamson on the hill. He's the guy who pitches to contact. Somerset, a team that doesn't hit for power, but they do spray the ball around the field. So Williamson going to really have to move the ball around and get a lot of weak contact like that.
Here's Alfredo Rodriguez, who lines one right to third, and Simpson spears it. A line shot, and Simpson reaching out to the left with the glove. It's right in there. So hard contact at somebody might work too. And with 2 down, Olmo Rosario, the hitter. 78 degrees our game time temp tonight. Under clear skies, no wind. Rosario shows bunt and takes a strike. They moved him to left field tonight. We've always known him as an infielder, but Brett Jody does like to maneuver his guys. The 0-1. And he swings, lifts it to center. Alonzo Harris will circle it over toward right center and makes the grab, and it's a quick 1-2-3, top of the first inning for Logan Williamson. Picks up right where he left off. At the end of a half, it's the Patriots nothing and the Revs coming up.
You hear a lot about CPAP masks these days, but here's something you don't hear much about. Over half of the people who wear a CPAP mask for sleep stop wearing it within a year. How's that working for you? Dr. Gordon Bell would like you to hear this. York Dental Sleep Therapy has dental options that can help many of those people. If you or someone you live with is struggling with sleep apnea, visit yorksleep.com and see how Dr. Gordon Bell can help return your home to peaceful nights of deep, restful sleep. If you're groggy during the workday, if you wake up feeling exhausted, if you would like to get your nighttime sleep patterns back to a healthy state, get a confirmation from your doctor, then meet with Dr. Bell at his office on West Market Street in Hallam. He'll evaluate your symptoms and discuss which treatments would best suit your situation. Dr. Bell can restore restful sleep and get you feeling better day and night. York Dental Sleep Therapy. Call 316-1299 or visit yorksleep.com to learn more.
York Mitsubishi Super Summer Sales Event is on, featuring Outlander Sports starting at $18,735 or 0% financing available for up to 72 months. Right now, $2,500 off all 2017 Mitsubishi Lancers or the 2017 Outlander with standard 7-passenger seating and discounts rebates up to $4,000. York Mitsubishi Super Summer Sales Event with a great selection and over 70 cars available. York Mitsubishi just off Route 30 and Roosevelt Avenue in York, where Mitsubishis always cost less. Sale ends 8/31.
This is Brad Allen. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
With that, the Revs will come to the plate. Cannonball Charlie pulls the trigger. Tomorrow night, a very special guest. Steve Janis will be pulling the trigger. As Luke Irvin is ready to go for Somerset. Irvin 8-3, tied for 8th in the league in ERA at 3.76 in 20 starts. Alonzo Harris will get it going for the offense. A 6-pitch, top of the first for Logan Williamson, all strikes. First one from Irvin is outside. We have our first ball of the night. Harris, 3rd in the league in hitting, 328. 5th in home runs with 18. The wind, the 1-0, taking all the way, and it's over at the knees for a strike. Revs, by the way, alternate black jerseys tonight. Somerset, the navy tops with the red hats. The 1-1. And a check swing, appealed down to first, and Nate Caldwell said he went on it. Plate ump is Brian DeBrouwer, Derek Moshe at third base. Alonzo, 415, his last 10. Here's the kick, the 1-2. And he missed up high, Irvin did. Alonzo leading the league in slugging, 547, fifth in on base, tops in runs. The 2-2, and it's down and away. Now he works it full, and a lot of at-bats early in games recently where it's been like this. He'll get behind, but patiently work it into a deep count. And Irvin peering over his glove, fiddles for the grip, he deals, and it missed up high. A cutter up above the belt, Harris leans back, he's got a walk, and the Revs have a leadoff base runner.
Your second baseman, number 4, Alexi Casilla.
And Casilla up next. Irvin, 110 innings, 112 hits, 36 walks, 72 strikeouts. Pretty solid numbers across the board for a starting pitcher. And here's Casilla, third baseman Minikazi moves in. First pitch is over for a strike, fastball at 90. Casilla hitting .356. 1 homer, 28 knocked in. And over at first, it's Guzman holding Alonzo. Short lead for him, 0-1. And try to backdoor cutter and miss. Revs 1 game up, entering play tonight, winners of 3 straight. Now Irvin into his stretch and fires, and a swing and a foul back. I'll get up over the roof, 1-2. 17 hits last night. They scored 11 for the second time in the first 3 games in this series. 7 in between, not shabby. Revs now 32-19 with Casilla in the starting lineup. There's the stretch and a move to first. Back standing is Harris. Alexi with 1 hit last night, but the Revs had 4 batters total, 3 hits apiece, including Jared Mitchell, who's on deck, stays in the 3-hole tonight. A bigger lead for Zoe, and a move for Irvin again. Alonzo diving in. He's racked up some stolen base totals in this series, 3, up to 22 on the year. Had 2 last night, and he'll draw another throw as he crawls back. A lot of attention being paid over there. Logan Williamson had a 6-pitch half inning. Irvin's at 9 pitches, and about half that many pickoff throws and no outs. 1-2. Swing, and it's tapped toward first. Guzman will step up, and he calls off the pitcher, and it was fair. A little bounder just inside the line, and Guzman came forward, gloved it, and took it to the bag. The only play on that one, Harris will move to second base with 1 out.
Number 10, Jared Mitchell.
That'll bring up Mitchell, who comes in tonight 9th in the league in hitting. Been on a surge here of late. 3-hit game last night. He's at .297 and continuing to push toward .300. 11 homers, 48 knocked in. Now Irvin deals to him and missed down low. Mitchell on an 8-game hitting streak. Over the last 37 games, he's hit .357 And since mid-May, he's up around 340. There's the stretch from the righty. The 1-0. And a breaking ball. It tumbles in at the knees for a called strike. Kind of a 12-6 action on that hook from Irvin. More downward movement than anything. He's pretty much straight over the top with the delivery. 6-1 righty. Sets, and he'll look Harris back at second base. Last time out, a good one for Irvin, a 3-1 win at Southern Maryland. 6 innings, 1 run, didn't walk any. Struck out 6. Tonight he walked the first batter he faced. Now he's ready. And the 1-1, it missed inside. And again, his fastball sitting up at 90. He has allowed 2 runs or fewer in 7 of his last 8 outings. Gave up 6 in the start 2 outings ago in Lancaster, lost that one. There's the stretch. The 2-1. And in the dirt, Gonzalez able to make the pick, but a 3-1 count to Mitchell.
Minor leaguers don't like 4-hour games. I told the scout put his stuff away.
Revs making Irvin really grind through this first inning. Sounds like a fan down there not happy with the pace, getting a little restless. Here's the stretch, 3-1. Way high, off the glove of Gonzalez. It'll go to the backstop. It's ball 4 and a wild pitch. And he has walked 2 of his first 3 batters. It's first and third with 1 out. Tejeda back in the lineup tonight will get an early crack at it.
And it all started when he was ahead of Harris. Got the 2 strikes on that check swing, but then after the walk, a lot of attention on the bases, and just doesn't look like Irvin is all that focused here in the early going.
A lot of attention on the bases indeed. Here's Tejeda DHing tonight. Gets back in there after the 3-game league enforced suspension from the argument Sunday. 4th in batting at 3:17, and now Mitchell draws a throw over. That'll suit the Revs just fine. Keep Irvin distracted. Now he's ready with it. Or is he? He deals. And a swing and a miss. Foul tip into the mitt on a fastball that might have been outside. Tejeda, though, he missed 3 days, and he's not looking to ease his way back in. 15 homers, tied for 3rd in ribbies with 66. Now Irvin stretches. And the 0-1 swing and a pop fly, shallow right. Kelly out from second. The right fielder Golson in. Kelly makes the grab. He'll spin. Has to chuck it home. He knew that with Harris at third. And he one-hops it to the plate. So that will not get it done. 2 outs in the inning. Sounded like Tejeda broke his bat. And Michael Burgess will try to come through here. Burgess at first base tonight, hitting .273, 13 long balls, 55 driven in.
And the Revs here look to continuing their success with 2 outs, runners aboard. That was something they really struggled with for the first half of the season. They were about .216 their average at the midway point in that situation, now up to just shy of .250, and 17 runs driven in this series have come with 2 men down.
No score here. First pitch, breaking ball ripped toward the middle, and it's grabbed there by Kelly at second on one hop. He'll throw to first. Then Burgess got that one off the end of the bat. Didn't quite have the steam to get it through. A one-hop ground out. No runs, no hits. Couple of walks, but they leave him at the corners. We go to the second. Irvin picked his way through it, and we're still scoreless.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
The York County Economic Alliance is York County's primary business resource, representing over 1,100 member businesses and 50,000 employees in York County. The YCEA serves to lead economic growth, connect local businesses, and to create a prosperous York County. This month, the YCEA celebrates the anniversaries of these members: Gladfelder, Anstat Communications, RG Group, RKL, Buchard Horn Incorporated. The York County Economic Alliance. Together we prosper. Visit YCEA-PA.org.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
At the York County Solid Waste Authority, we urge residents to properly dispose of household medications. That's why we put secure medication drop boxes in 16 police departments. Drop old meds off for free. Learn more at www.ycswa.com. Garbage is power.
The revolution plays here. Play ball! The new Sports Radio 1350.
Now the pacings in those half innings a little bit different. Logan Williamson, 6 pitches, 6 strikes, and Luke Irvin really plotting his way through the first, but got through it and did not allow a hit. Kyle Roller will lead things off. First pitch of the second is right down the middle for a strike. No score. Roller DHing, hitting .323, 18 jacks in 70 games. Williamson with the 0-1. And there's his first ball of the night. 7 straight strikes. A little bit high with it. Roller, 4 of his homers off lefties. He's hit .385 against left-hand pitching. Left against left. The matchup, the 1-1. And it misses down and away. That start for Williamson on Saturday at Sugarland, 7 scoreless, 3 hits. He did walk 4 in that game, but not hurt by it. He fires, and in tight near Roller's arm. Now it slips behind 3-1. One of his roughest starts of the year at Somerset recently. He deals, and it's grounded to second. Got Roller to roll over it right off the end of the bat, right to Casilla. Plenty of time to make the throw to first. And Williamson retires a cleanup man. August 8th at Somerset, Logan touched for 9 runs, 6 earned in 2 2/3, 8 hits. But before that, back in June, he went 5 1/3 in a start at Somerset, just 1 run. And a couple of pretty good ones in the initial weeks of the season against the Patriots as well. It's the 5th time he's facing them. Here is Jovan Gonzalez, who takes low. He is 0-2 against them with 2 no decisions. The 1-0, and there's a fastball for a strike. Gonzalez alternating catching assignments with Donahue here this series. There's the 1-1, and a swing and a foul tip, bouncing straight back. Jovan hitting .300 3 homers, 24 driven in, including 4 walk-off hits at home. Williamson kicks, steals, and a bouncer. He leaps, can't get a dent from short. It's Casilla instead. Bare hands, throws him out. What a play! He ends up sprawled across on the infield grass. It looked like Dent was going for the barehander. Alexi cut in front of him, called him off. Barehand pickup and threw while he was heading to the turf. Beautifully done for out number 2. Boy, what a play behind Logan. Here's Mark Minikazi with 2 men down. And Williamson with the pitch. It cuts inside. Alexi, a routine play to start the inning, and then one for the highlight film right there. There's the 1-0, and it's down and in. Minikazi at 249 with 4 home runs. He had been at first base earlier in the series, third base tonight. There's the 2-0, and there's a fastball strike, a 2-seamer. 86 from Logan. And a big key is letting that movement do its work. The 2-1. And a rip left side base hit. First of the night for either team. As Minikazi smokes it through the left side of the infield. And a 2-out base runner for Greg Golson. First base runner of any type against Williamson tonight. He'd retired his first 5. No score here in the top of the second. And here is Golson, who's hitting at 235 with 4 home runs. Pitch, swings and bounces a foul over by the third base dugout. Against lefties, Golson's hit 345. Seen him in the league with Lancaster and New Britain previously. Was with the Bees most of last year. Actually, all of last season, injured for a few weeks. Here's a changeup over for a strike. Williamson jumps ahead quickly, 0-2. Out of the stretch for the first time tonight. Lights are making their way toward full strength here at the stadium. And Logan the pitch. Swinging a fly ball to right. Jared Mitchell right there. He'll tiptoe back and positions as he reaches up to grab it. It carried a little bit. He kept drifting with it, but had it all the way. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. And we've played an inning and a half tonight. Revs and Patriots scoreless.
You line your feet up on the edge of the starting block, shake out your arms, and then you push off the block in one fluid motion, fully extending your body and cutting into the water with nothing on your mind but the mechanics. You're a swimmer, and whether it's practice time in the pool or crunch time at a meet, Flying Feet is with you every stroke of the way.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes is a swimmer's paradise. Get suits by Dolphin, Speedo, Nike, Arena, and Tier. Pick up practice gear, team gear, and training equipment like fins, snorkels, and kickboards. The Flying Feet team has high-tech competitive suits, customizable caps, goggles, even goggle repair items. Shower down with swimmer's shampoo and body wash, plus suit wash to limit the wear and tear of chlorine. Time to dive into the pool? Then it's time for Flying Feet. We're more than sports shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83 next to Battery Warehouse.
Planting a tree, putting in a mailbox, whatever your project, Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania reminds you to be safe and call 811 before you dig and know what's below. Safe digging is no accident. Call 811 at least 3 business days before you start your digging project, and your utility companies will come out to mark any underground lines near your work area. Calling 811 is free for Pennsylvania homeowners, and it's the law. For more information, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com.
This is Houghton Buchanan. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Rebs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
No score. We go to the bottom of the second tonight. Bubble balls early tonight, as those are being hustled off into the right field corner. And Luis Cruz, who's been on some tear, will lead things off. He's hitting .293. 2 for 4 with an RBI double last night. Now on a 5-game hitting streak, 11 for 20, hitting .550. First pitch is over at the knees for a strike from Irvin. Cruz, Verona, and Dent here in the bottom of the second inning. The wind, the 0-1, and a swing and a foul back over the roof. Our Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care home run contest tonight. Revs go yard. One of our fans could win that prize pack tonight. John Reck, our contestant. It's the wind, the 0-2. And he lays off away. It was an 18-pitch first inning for Irvin, but also about 7 or 8 pickoff attempts. The 1-2, and that's outside, fastball missing. 28-year-old lives in Kansas City. Started his career in the Rays system. On the wind, the 2-2, and he skipped it in the dirt. So Cruz behind, he works at full, trying to get on to start the inning. Irvin really working over that glove, trying to get the grip. The 3-2, and a swing and a foul back, out of play again. He was an Atlantic League All-Star 2 years ago. 3.41 ERA, 22 starts. Signed with Arizona for last season. He was at 3 separate levels in their system. Another 3-2, and a swing and a foul tip into the mid. And he has his first strikeout of the night. One away. We'll pause for station identification. This is Revolution Radio.
First in York, first in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
One down. Here is Dyrone Verona. Pitch. He takes a fastball strike. No score here in the bottom of the second. And now deals, and a swing and a foul tip into the mid again. This time a high, hard one. Got Verona to climb the ladder with him. 0-2. Irvin maybe starting to get into a rhythm. He deals, and a swing and a foul back. Verona 242, 2 home runs, 25 batted in. Irvin with almost that Ryan Dempster glove action. He fires and dumps a breaking ball in the dirt. And I guess as much as anything, if you make sure that glove moves a lot, they can never tell if you're moving it on only one particular pitch when you try to grip it. Here's the kick, the 1-2, and he missed upstairs.
Yeah, a lot of times, guys, you can see them tipping their pitches because they move their hand in their glove on a breaking ball. So by doing it on every pitch, kind of takes that away.
And this one swung on and driven foul the other way and right. Sail right over one of the pavilions at the entrance to the picnic area. No score, bottom second. 2-2, it remains on Verona. They set up off the plate away. Pitch is fouled away. High and off to the right side again. Irvin, a 27th round pick of Tampa Bay, 2011, out of Northwestern State University, which is in Louisiana. He's also been in the Can-Am and American Association. The pitch, and it tailed just outside a slider, and he turns his back on home plate on his way back up the mound. It did look like it missed off, but he wanted it. Brian DeBrouwer being questioned from the Patriots dugout. Motion that it was away. And now the 3-2. Swinging a chopper to third. Minikazi waits back, gets a clean bounce. He rushed the throw in the dirt. Had to rush it. Guzman, though, helps him and makes the backhand pick at the other end. 2 down.
Well, Minikazi hasn't played a whole lot of third base throughout this series. He's been on the opposite end of the diamond, and he picked the right hop there, but because he had to wait back, he did not have a lot of time to get rid of it.
Now Ryan Dent trying to snap a stretch of 4 in a row retired. And the first offering, a slider just outside. No score here in the second inning. Dent last night, a 3-for-5 game with a double and drove in 3. Pitch is hit in the air, center field, shallow. It's Pacioli into right center and called off by the right fielder Greg Golson, who puts it away. A 1-2-3 second inning for Irvin, and it's on to the third here tonight at Peoples Bank Park. Revs and Patriots still scoreless.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Getting pumped for another year of high school football? All this month, Sports Radio 1350 WOIK lays it all out for you in the High School Football Spotlight, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Catch a preview every day in August on Sports Radio 1350 as we break down the teams and the players of the 2017 York Adams League.
Or go to WOIK1350.com to access this year's complete lineup of high school football previews. Then, this fall, every Friday night, it's the High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Only here on Sports Radio 1350.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
This is Jay Gauls. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sport Radio 1350, WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
On to the third, no score. And Logan Williamson back to work. The 8-9-1, Justin Pacioli leading off. And Kelly and Guzman. Pacioli is the K-man tonight. Hitting .288, no homers, 30 driven in, but 33 steals. Big threat when he gets on in that regard. And Logan's first pitch of the inning, a changeup low. The corners are both drawn in a bit with the speed at the plate. The wind and the 1-0. And he got that one across for a strike. Frank Yaley's 21st win on Tuesday broke a tie with Logan Williamson and Wayne Franklin for third in Revs history. Pitch and a changeup just outside. Williamson with 20. He's now tied for 4th, trying to retie Gailey for 3rd. The pitch, and a swing and a fly ball lifted to right. Mitchell gallops over toward right center a couple steps and makes the grab, 1 out. And Williamson was in line for the win Saturday. Sugar Land scored 4 in the 8th to go in front, but the Revs scored 3 in the 9th to go back in front. One of those crazy games down there. Here is Scott Kelly rounding out their order. Some sunlight poking back through, filling much of the outfield still. A little bit cooler, though, after that storm Tuesday night. Pitch to Kelly is down and in. Last night's game time temp 82, tonight 78. Kelly at 250 with a homer. The 1-0, and that's across for a strike. In previous starts, when Williamson had been in trouble, you could see him try to ramp up. A 1-1, and a change-up right across for a strike. Best one he's thrown tonight, perhaps. But velocity, not really his game at this point. He deals, and a bouncing ball to short. Dent will step up. He gloves it, steps into the throw, and throws out Kelly at first, 2 down. So they want him to let that natural movement do its work. And I would think he probably gets more of it if he's not trying to muscle up and power at pass hitters.
And you can really tell how he's throwing based on his follow-through. He kind of slams that left side across when he's overthrowing it.
Here's Guzman, who missed down and in. Flat out to left his first time. Here's the 1-0. And that time found the plate right across at the knees, 1-1. No score here in the 3rd. Williamson, 32 pitches. He kicks, delivers, and it's beaten foul. That hurt Guzman, maybe off a toe. He drops right down to a knee. Nah, he'll take a moment. One ball, 2 strikes. Shake it off and make his way back in. The guys are laughing. I wonder if it bounced up and got him somewhere worse than the toe. There's the 1-2. And a breaking ball lined to right. Mitchell in, and he makes the grab. It hung up for him. Hardest hit ball so far from the Patriots. Williamson, who paused on the leg lift, trying to throw off the timing. And Guzman stayed back and hit it hard, but lined out to right. 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Still 0-0.
Take it from me, guys. You want to make life happier? Your wife wants a nicer lawn. The kind of lawn you see on Home and Gardens and Martha Stewart. Here's a hint. You're not alone. Call your pals at Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. They've got a way with lush lawns that the ladies like. And as you know, happy wifey, happy hubby. Winky face. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. World-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
For Manny Brothers, almost famous, always a favorite. From Manny Brothers, almost famous sandwiches served on Italian bread. Your choice of meat piled high with cheese, fresh cut fries, coleslaw, and tomato. Every day is happy hour with half price on draft, bottles, and liquors. Tuesday and Thursdays, it's Primanti Pizza Feast wings and salad for under $20. We'll keep the wings flying with 59-cent wings all day Sunday and boneless wings all day Monday. From Manny Brothers, 2151 South Queen Street. Almost famous, always a favorite.
It appears both sides have made their arguments and deliberations have concluded. Now, it's hard to tell from where I'm standing, but it looks as though they're about to render their decision. Hang on. That's it. OJ is free with the purchase of a dozen maple donuts. A dozen vanilla sprinkles for me, please. Again, this just in, OJ is free with the purchase of a dozen maple donuts. And as always, every dozen is a baker's dozen in a big white box with orange maple donut lettering. How's that for memorabilia?
Maple donuts taste right.
This is Logan Williamson. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
No score. We go to the bottom half of the third. And Chase Simpson will lead things off for York. 9-1-2. Simpson in there from the left against the righty Irvin. He's ready to go. Winds and deals. And missed low. Simpson hitting at 200 with 2 home runs, 10 driven in. Was held out of the hit column last night. Irvin fiddling for the grip. The 1-0. And that's over for a strike. Revs have won 3 straight. Patriots have dropped 5 in a row, falling to 20-25 in the second half. Revs 27-19. The wind and the 1-1. And that missed upstairs. An early check-in on our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard tonight. Southern Maryland and Lancaster also scoreless third inning. Long Island leads Sugarland 1-0 in the third. There's the wind, the 2-1, and it missed low. New Britain and Bridgeport about to start.
You mentioned Somerset and Southern Maryland, the 2 first half winners, and neither one of them having a very good second half, both well under 500.
On the 3-1, and a swing and a high fly ball right center field. This will carry a bit, but Pacioli's back under it, and in deep right center, he'll make the grab. As Simpson just got under it, sent that one a long ways, but caught in deep right center. Sugarland trailing their 5 back in third place. Revs, of course, lead Lancaster by 1, and we'll welcome them for 3 beginning tomorrow night. Here's Alonzo at the top of the order. First pitch, swing and a miss. Tried to clear the hips and drive that one. He walked his first time up. Well, the 0-1, and it cuts outside. He had made it to third base, but was stranded. And Irvin's retired 6 in a row now. Now deals. Swing and a miss. That big cutter slicing across again. Revs still looking for their first hit. Now kicks, deals, and missed way high. It was sort of frustrating to watch how slowly he maneuvered his way through that first inning, but it paid off for him. Here's the 2-2, and that's down and away. Now Harrison, both trips to the plate, has worked a full count. Now awaiting, he's got the pink batting gloves on tonight. 3-2, wow, late time call. Irvin was already in the windup, threw it. Or at least by the time we saw the time being displayed, he was in his windup. And now officially kicks and deals. And high and tight, Harris walks again. He yanked the arms up, let it buzz right by the jersey, and heads to first. And Irvin with his third walk. Oh, wow. Pitching coach Corey Dommel screaming at the plate on Brian DeBrouwer, I assume about the late timeout. And now Irvin a couple of words in as well. It's the only thing I can imagine that was about.
And that's something we've seen several times throughout this year, different umpires, and it's more of a safety thing than anything else. Not only does it mess a pitcher up, balls and strikes wise, but if you're giving late.
Oh, close. Harris just dove back on the pick.
If you're giving late time, it's at times alarming to the pitcher and more likely that they would stop their motion and hurt their arm. In that case, Irvin did fire it to the plate. But just because a hitter calls time does not mean it has to be granted.
Now Casilla the hitter now. Minikazi comes in at third. Harris fakes going, pitches low. Irvin started the duck in case of a throw, but Alonso will hold for the moment. 1 ball, no strikes. Casilla grounded out to first his first time up. And another throw over. He's back standing this time. One on, one out. Revs still in search of that first hit. And the pitch, swinging a grounder yanked foul at the end of the Revs dugout. Ricochets up in the air right in front of the railing. They were all reaching for it. Kelly shaded a bit toward first, trying to make up for that hole with Harris held. And now Casilla shows bunt. Pitch misses low. It is 2 balls and a strike. The next one will be Irvin's 50th. Now ready? The 2-1, and a swing and a pop-up foul. That'll carry out over the third base side. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Alexi adjusts the batting gloves. Two balls, 2 strikes. Stretch and a move to first. Harris dives back. Again.
And I think he was running there. It looked like he started towards second, flinched a little bit before diving back in.
22 steals for him, which leads the team. Next is Witherspoon with 15. Night off for him tonight. Now the 2-2, not going. Casilla grounds it, and there's their first hit through the right side. And Zoe turns on the Jets. He'll go first to third. And the Revs with runners at the corners and 1 out. And Casilla worked the count, yanked one through. And Alonso, smelling 2 bases all the way, put his head down and turned on the burners. So for the second time tonight, they have first and third with 1 out, unable to cash in after a pair of walks in the first inning. But they'll try to do so here, fresh off their first hit of the game. Jared Mitchell will be the hitter. He walked in the first, but was one of the ones left on. Looking to draw first blood tonight. Irvin with the pitch, and a swing and a miss. Change-up starting him off. Mitchell with that first inning walk, now a 29-game home on base streak. Fifth longest in Revs history. For consecutive home games, reaching base safely. Irvin thinks it over, now stretches. 0-1. And a broken bat, fish shot towards second. Casilla runs past it, only plays to first. They just get Mitchell, and he picks up RBI number 49. Harrison to score his league-leading 74th run, and the Revs have struck first. It jammed him. I believe it broke his bat, but he muscled it past the pitcher, and Kelly had to come in, wait for Casilla to go by, and his only play was over to first base. Now a 1-0 lead. They cash in on at least one of those this time. Irvin's third walk, and they finally make him pay for it. Here's Tejeda with Casilla at second. Alexi starts to get a little lead. Pitch is a cutter over for a strike. And Tejeda was up there aggressive in his first at bat, ended up popping up. He was looking to swing early after missing 3 games. And the 0-1 and a curveball up and in. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, Southern Maryland has struck first. They lead it 2-0 in Lancaster in the third. The Revs now with a 1-0 lead in the third inning here. Here's the 1-1 curveball, and it buckles in for a strike. One and two the count. And Irvin approaching 60 pitches the first 3 innings, only 1 hit allowed. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a pop foul straight back. This will not be sent to the Pace of Play Hall of Fame. Oh, Irvin ready. And again, well, no, he won't come home. He turns and looks Casilla back, who had gotten wide on his lead from second, backing up and starting toward third a bit. And that drew Irvin's attention, which for much of the night has not been on the hitter. A long look in, long pause down at the dirt, now into his stretch. And the 1-2, up high, fastball. Tejeda doesn't bite. Sugarland's jumped in front, 3-1 in the third at Long Island. And New Britain, a first inning run at Bridgeport, still batting. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Irvin the 2-2. Curveball grounded left side and through. Base hit, sending Casilla. Here's Rosario throwing, and he dives in. Throw to second, and Tejeda cut down there. But the Revs with 2 runs across here in the third, and he chops a single past the dive of the third baseman, Minikazi. His 67th RBI, the league's third most, and Casilla scoring 2 runs, 2 hits, nobody left. We go to the fourth. Matt with the play-by-play. The Revs lead it 2-0.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
Enter Rutter's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes today. Look for the entry star, purchase participating products, scan your Rutter's rewards card, or enter VIP information at checkout and automatically be entered to win your choice of a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport, Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab, or Dodge Challenger RT from Stettler. Drive better, drive Stettler. Free gas for a year and one of thousands of prizes, including Red Bull, Pepsi, and Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-off tickets. Must be a Rutter's VIP to enter. Rudders, why go anywhere else?
This is Luke Westfall. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Rebs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Back here at People's Bank Park, we head to the fourth. Alfredo Rodriguez, Olmo Rosario, Kyle Roller due up for the Patriots. York ahead 2-0. Logan Williamson giving up just one base runner, a single in the second to Mark Minakazi through the left side. And first was as far as he made it on the bases. Williamson very efficient out there. Through his first 7 pitches for strikes, the first 6 were all he needed to get through the first inning. And now ready to go here in the fourth. Rodriguez in there, righty against lefty. And the first pitch, a fastball up and away, ball 1. Rodriguez in the 2-hole for the second time in the series. The first 2 games in the leadoff spot. And the pitch on the way, that one's in there for a strike. Williamson gets it across, it's 1-1. 34 pitches through the first 3 innings for Logan. And now drops a changeup in there. Down and away, caught the zone. Ahead 1-2. Rodriguez, the high socks, gray stripes around the top. And the kick and the pitch. That one's down and in the dirt. Blocked by Cruz, it's 2-2. Rodriguez a line out to Chase Simpson at third, his first time up, hit hard. But right at the Revs' third baseman. The 2-2 pitch, breaking ball hit the other way, down the line and right, a long run for Mitchell. He's not going to get there. It's down and towards the corner. Mitchell digs it out and into second base with a leadoff stand-up double is Rodriguez. The second hit of the game for Somerset, and a leadoff man in scoring position to begin the fourth. Williamson tried to backdoor Rodriguez. He left it up and over the plate. And the Somerset shortstop doing a nice job to just go with the pitch, serving it down the line and right. So runner at second for Olmo Rosario. Rosario, a slightly open stance from the right side. First pitch swinging, taps a foul up the third baseline. Rosario retired on a ground ball to second base his first time up, or rather a fly out to center field. Playing left field in this one after manning third base in the first 3 games. Brett Jody really shuffling things around. And the pitch bounces in. It caroms hard off the shin protector of Cruz all the way over towards the Somerset dugout. Up to third base on the play goes Rodriguez. It'll go down as a wild pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike now the count to Rosario. Rosario now in his 13th pro season. First with the Patriots, he played in Lancaster for 2 years. In the 1-1, he got tied up, went around, tried to hold back, could not do so. On a hard-breaking cutter down and in, he's now tapping the top of his helmet with his bat, wishing he had not committed on that swing. But now down in the count, 1-2. Williamson standing tall as he gets his sign. And now ready. The kick and the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a line drive back up the middle. Base hit center field. In to score Rodriguez. An RBI single for Rosario. And again, Williamson left one out and over the plate. It was tailing away, but Rosario took it right back up the box. Williamson tossing the rosin bag, throwing it down on the back of the mound. Frustrated with his location on that one. Back-to-back hits to begin the 4th. And Somerset on the board. It's 2-1. Here's Kyle Roller. Lefty against lefty. And the first pitch from Williamson hit hard on the ground to shortstop. Dent up with it and throws it wide to second. Up to third base on the play goes Rosario. Now he makes a turn. Burgess collects in shallow right field. That ball took a high hop on Dent. He bobbled initially, rushed the throw to second, and it was wide of Casillas' glove. And now it's runners at the corner, still nobody down. An error on Ryan Dent. And that brings up Yovan Gonzalez, the Patriots catcher. Southern Maryland has added a few more. They're now up 5-0, bottom of the 3rd in Lancaster. First pitch to Gonzalez, down and in. Williamson staring back at the landing spot on the mound. He's behind 1-0. Gonzalez back for his 2nd season with the Patriots, 9th pro season overall, and again Williamson missing glove side down in the dirt. He played 6 seasons in the Cincinnati organization, making it as high as AAA Louisville back in 2013. Career .245 hitter, but a very good defensive catcher. The 2-0 pitch, swinging a ground ball deep in the hole at short. A diving attempt by Dent, but it's by him and into left field. Into scores Rosario. Up to second base on the play is Roller. And we are tied at 2. 3 hits in the inning. The first 4 men have reached here to begin the 4th. And after a very efficient first 3 innings for Logan Williamson, he has run into a little bit of trouble here in inning number 4. Here's Mark Minakazi. First pitch, and that one's off the inside edge, ball 1. Minakazi, the only hit for the Patriots in their first 3 innings. It was a ground ball through the left side. Williamson looks back, a long stare, and now comes home. Backdoor breaking ball stays off the plate away, 2-0. Williamson starting to nibble a little bit here. Not getting ahead of hitters the way he was early on. Working with Luis Cruz behind the plate, he's ready. The 2-0 pitch popped up right side, foul and out of play. Minakazi last season splitting time with Long Island as well as playing in the Mexican League for Laguna. 21 games with the Ducks. Now with the Patriots, the 2-1 pitch, hard hit ground ball foul Down the third baseline, Karam's off the bullpen bench of Somerset and out to shortstop where Ryan Dent will collect. Minakazi, 34 years of age, 17th round draft pick by the San Francisco Giants back in 05, out of East Carolina University. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody down. Pitch from Williamson, swinging a ground ball left side. Simpson, a diving try, but it's by and into left field. Roller being sent up with it. Verona, the throw to the plate on a hop and a hair late. And just like that, the Patriots have taken the lead. 4 hits in the inning. And for Somerset, just their second lead of the series. They led it 1-0 yesterday after a half an inning. And now here lead it 3-2, and Paul Fletcher will spend a visit. Back-to-back hard-hit ground balls left side. Dent had a shot at the Jovan Gonzalez one, just out of his reach. Chase Simpson, the diving try, and Minakazi hit it by him. And that's really the challenge when you're facing the Patriots. Again, they're not a team that hits for a ton of power. Kyle Roller with 18 home runs. Really the only guy in the lineup that's going to do a ton in the power department. Roller with 18, the rest of their active roster with just 24. But they will hit the ball where it's pitched. Rodriguez going down the right field line. A couple hard hit ground balls through the left side. Here's Greg Golson. 3-2, the Patriots lead in the first pitch. He squares, gets it down third base side. Williamson off the mound to field, picks it up, fires to first, and not in time. Greg Golson with good speed lays it down, a perfect bunt. And the bases are loaded for the Patriots. So now 5 hits in the inning. Golson the bunt single. And here comes Justin Pacioli with the bases full. Right-handed batter against the lefty, Logan Williamson, who comes set, kicks, and fires. And the first pitch, a called strike outside corner at the knees. He brought it back over the dish to get ahead 0-1. Williamson tonight making his 5th start of the season against Somerset. The 0-1, again the backdoor hook, and again a called strike. Williamson in the driver's seat, 0-2 to Pacioli, who is the K-man here tonight. Logan ready, bases full, the 0-2 pitch, swing a ground ball back to the mound. Williamson fields, he comes home for one. Cruz does not make a throw to first. Hustling down the line was Pacioli. He has very good speed. And Luis Cruz just holds on to the baseball, but the Revs do get the lead runner, and they cut down Gonzalez at the plate for out number 1. Pacioli reaching on the fielder's choice, everyone else up a base. But a big out number 1 there. Williamson doing a nice job to field his position in this inning. Didn't quite get Golson on the bunt, but did pounce on it, making a strong throw across. And quickly home on the play at the plate. Here's Scott Kelly now. 9th place hitting second baseman. 8th man to bat in the inning. Bases loaded, 1 away. And the pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Logan burying that one down and in, a hard cutter. Ahead 0-1. 23 pitches in the inning for Williamson, 34 in his first 3 innings. He kicks and fires. Swing a ground ball back to the mound again. Williamson home for 1. Cruz to first. It's an inning-ending double play. 1, 2, 3, and the Revs escape a bases-loaded jam. Somerset, however, does score 3, and they take the lead 3-2 on 5 hits, an error, and 2 men left. After 3.5 at Peoples Bank Park, it's 3-2. Patriots ahead on 1350 WOYK.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Coatman. Coatman Kunkel Insurance. Hey Revs fans, now's your chance to win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy. This season, during every home game at Peoples Bank Park, it's the all-new Shipley Energy Grand Slam inning. Each game, one inning will be designated, and one name will be selected as the contestant. If the Revs hit a Grand Slam that inning, you could win $5,000. To enter, stop by Fan Services and fill out your form, or enter via the York Revolution app or YorkRevolution.com. Sign up today and win big with the Revs and Shipley Energy this season.
Okay, John, shelves are stocked.
So are the new Fast Play games from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Just pick your game, get your ticket, and see if you've won.
Like Sunny Money, with top prizes of $5,000.
Yep, winning's never been faster.
Not faster than me clearing these shelves.
Dude, I hope you're even faster at restocking.
Yeah.
Fast Play. Play fast, win instantly. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
This is Michael Click. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball, home of the Revs, Sports Radio, 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Somerset the lead, 3-2. Home half of the fourth, Burgess, Cruz, and Verona due up for the Revs. Patriots yesterday claimed their first lead of the series. It was after half an inning of play. The Revs would tie it at 1. And the Patriots now leading here 3-2 for just the second time all series. First pitch to Burgess drops in there, a changeup from Irvin to get ahead 0-1. So in total now, in the entire 4-game series, Somerset has not led for more than that half an inning. Burgess takes outside, another off-speed delivery, 1 ball and 1 strike. The Revs in the first 3 outscoring the Patriots 29-5. 1-1 to Burgess, and that one maybe a hair low. Looked like a pretty good pitch. A fastball, 2 balls and 1 strike. Burgess facing his former team. He was with Somerset in 2015. Won the championship with the Patriots, the 2-1. And that one in the dirt, 3 balls and 1 strike. Burgess now with the Revs for the 2nd straight year. So he's 3rd overall in the Atlantic League. Originally a first-round draft pick by the Nationals in 2007. Out of Hillsborough High School, the 3-1. Upstairs, ball 4. And it's a leadoff walk. 4th walk in as many innings for Irvin. And Burgess aboard to begin the 4th. So here's Luis Cruz. Cruz catching in all 4 games of the series. 3 with Tejeda suspended, and now Tejeda back, but DHing. And Cruz, given the opportunities, has been on a tear. 5-game hitting streak coming into play. Gonzalez sets up away. Irvin from the stretch. And he kicks and delivers. First pitch fastball hits the target outside corner for strike 1. Cruz over his 5-game hitting streak. 11 for 20. 550 average. Waves the bat. White sleeve on his right arm, and the pitch hit on the ground. Broken bat, and it'll get through into right field. The bat splinters, and it's out of the reach of Kelly. And the Revs have the first 2 men on here to begin the 4th. That one did not have a lot behind it. A seeing eye single Guzman, the first baseman, was holding Burgess and drawn in. And now 2 aboard for Dyrone Verona. Verona, a ground out to third his first time up. An open stance from the right side. Shortstop Rodriguez close to second, watching Burgess. And now Verona squares. He pushes it up the first base side. A foot race to the bag. Kelly, the second baseman, covers on the flip from the first baseman, Guzman. Sacrifice successful. Both runners move up. Now with 1 down. Menakazi, the third baseman, was creeping. Verona got a pitch that he could push to the first base side. A well-executed sacrifice. Burgess to third, Cruz to second. 1 down for Ryan Dent. Dent's been on a tear as well. 379 his average over his last 8 games. First pitch, a breaking ball, falls through the zone. It misses low, ball 1. Dent in the ball game yesterday, 3 for 5, drove in 3. And the 1-0 pitch, fastball popped up. Back of first, down the right field line, a long run for Guzman towards the bullpen, and it's back and into the seats. Off the bat, I thought that one might stay in the field of play. Kelly and Golson also in pursuit, second baseman and right fielder. 1 ball and 1 strike, the count to Dent. Patriots have their corners up. Menakazi at third, Guzman at first. Middle of the infield plays back, the outfield the opposite way against Dent. And the 1-1 pitch, fastball, and it's in, no, a little low. DeBrouwer not giving the low strike here today. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike, Dent ahead. Dent waves the bat, and the 2-1 from Irvin. He lifts it in the air, shallow right field. Kelly going back, second baseman still backpedaling, and he makes the catch. Burgess bluffs from third, a 1 hop to the plate on the money. And both runners will stay put now with 2 down. Dent off the end of the bat, not enough to carry it out to right field. Although Golson out there does have a good arm and would have been coming in on the play, but Kelly backpedaling makes the catch. And now it'll take a 2-out base hit from Chase Simpson to tie the score or give the Revs the lead again. Simpson 0 for 1, a fly out to center field his first time up. Switch hitter bats from the left side. Irvin back to the windup in the first pitch, a breaking ball in tight, ball 1. Simpson much better from the right-hand side than the left. He hits .202 from the left-hand side. Batting from the right. Simpson a bit better, .217. The 1-0 pitch started his hands, able to hold back. Another pitch missing inside, that time a fastball. Irvin again continues to labor. Not only does he work slowly, but he's thrown a lot of pitches. His next delivery will be number 75. Patriots lead it 3-2, home half of the 4th. Irvin winds and the 2-0 pitch. Simpson watches high, ball 3. First base is open, but Alonzo Harris, the leadoff man, waits on deck. Somerset loading the bases in the top half of the inning. The Revs looking to do the same. The 3-0 pitch, and that one is a called strike. Inside corner. Might have been a ball or 2 inside, but Irvin getting the call. It's full. Or rather, it's 3-1 now on Simpson. The automatic strike from DeBrouwer. Simpson a moment out, now back in the box. Irvin again fiddling in the glove. The righty ready. He winds, and the 3-1 pitch. That one's right down the middle, splits the plate in two. And now it's full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The Revs, like I mentioned earlier, 2:16 at the midway point. 2 outs, runners in scoring position, now up to 2:48. Simpson looking to come through here. The payoff pitch, swinging a drive, right field, it's hit well. Golston back, but he has room and shy of the track, makes the catch. Simpson, I think, just got it off the fist a little bit. It sounded good, but not a whole lot of carry on it. And Simpson retired to end the frame. A walk, a hit, and 2 men left stranded. After 4 complete at Peoples Bank Park, it's the Patriots 3 and the Revs 2 on 1350 WOYK.
Brimmer has been York's license and notary specialist since 1969. An approved online messenger for PennDOT, it offers registration and driver's license renewals, online title transfers, money orders, and notary service, all with a friendly staff that guarantees your satisfaction. For more information on Brimmer's convenient hours and fast service, call 717-699-1060 in York or visit them on the web at brimmers.com. Brimmer Fast Licensing and Notary Service with 4 convenient locations in York and Lancaster.
Need material handling equipment for your company's busy season? Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment offers a full line of rental equipment to keep you operating at maximum efficiency. Forklifts from 3,000 to 15,000 pound capacity, narrow aisle reach trucks and order pickers, electric pallet jacks, scissor lifts, and forklift clamp attachments. Daily, weekly, and monthly terms available. Call today at 888-383-LIFT. That's 888-383-5438. And check us out online at midatlanticindustrial.com.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
This is Paul Fletcher. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Three to 2, the Patriots lead. Top of the order for Somerset here in the 5th. Carlos Guzman, Alfredo Rodriguez, Olmo Rosario. Williamson allowed 3 runs, 2 earned last inning. Did escape a bases loaded jam. And the first pitch to Guzman tails away, ball 1. Williamson got a fielder's choice ground ball out at the plate, and then a double play ball on a comebacker. The 1-0. There's a strike, fastball outer edge to even the count at 1-1. Scott Kelly bouncing into an inning-ending 1-2-3 double play. The 1-1 from Williamson, and that one's down and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. Carlos Guzman again in the leadoff spot. Usually more of a middle-of-the-order guy, but they've slid him up back-to-back nights. He bounces one on the ground to shortstop. Ryan Dent plays his hop and fires across for out number 1. Ball stayed down a little bit on Dent, but he kept the glove near the dirt. And one away to begin the 5th. Alfredo Rodriguez now stands in.
Now batting the shortstop, number 8, Alfredo.
Rodriguez doubled down the line and right to begin the 4th. Came around to score. Righty against lefty. The first pitch, fastball missing high and away. Rodriguez out of the University of Maryland. Played there 2009 through 2012. The 1-0 pitch, bouncer hard hit up the middle and past the reach of Casilla on into center field. Harris will come into field and toss it back in, and on at first with a 1-out single is Alfredo Rodriguez. A 2-hit ball game. And I mentioned Rodriguez playing at Maryland. I, of course, am a Terp alum, But Rodriguez really starting his time there before the program got good, but he was the first of a string of shortstops to all go pro. First pitch to Rosario, he lays one down third base side, but foul. That time Olmo bunting for a hit, but directing it a little too far to the left. Rodriguez got drafted. He was picked up in the 17th round by the Brewers in 2012. And the 0-1 pitch to Rosario misses down and in, 1 ball and 1 strike. Then Blake Schmidt, who followed Rodriguez at Maryland at shortstop, drafted by Minnesota in the 24th round in 2014. And then this year, Kevin Smith, who followed those two, pitched down and in. Runner goes, throw down to second in plenty of time for out number 2. Rodriguez took off for a second, and I don't know if it was a botched hit and run. He never slid, and Luis Cruz guns him down 2 away. 2-4 with Casilla applying the tag. Rosario with a 2-1 count, 2 down, and the pitch bounced foul into the Somerset dugout, third base side. Kevin Smith, the third of that trio of shortstops at Maryland to get picked. This year drafted in the 5th round by the Toronto Blue Jays. The 2-2 with 2 down, fastball line on a hop to second, a diving play made by Casilla. He gets to his feet but now has no play. It was an in-between hop, took him onto the outfield grass. Might have been able to come in and make the play in the air, elected to try to play it on a hop and lost his footing, knocked it down, got to his feet, and had no play. So an infield single to Rosario keeps the inning alive. And here comes Kyle Roller. Casilla got up a little gingerly over there at second. Now they're going to give him a minute as Roller steps away. Maybe just not the best read on the ball initially, made it a tougher play. It was hard hit and tailing away. Rosario at first, 2 away, 3-2 Patriots. Williamson kicks and fires in a big swing and a miss. Roller reaching for one down near his shoe tops, behind in the count 0-1. Roller 0 for 2, reached on an error, came around to score. Coming into play on base in 18 of his last 22. Quick throw to first and back in standing Rosario. Roller over those 22 games in which he reached in 18. 6 home runs, 21 runs knocked in. Tied with Alonzo Harris for home runs, 5th best with 18. Breaking ball from Williamson, misses down and in. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Roller slugging .589. And if he had enough plate appearances to qualify, that would be a league best. Big lefty, holds the bat high. And the 1-1 pitch, breaking ball in the dirt. Gloved by Cruz, it's 2-1. Roller listed at 6'1", 250. Out of Rockingham, North Carolina. Has played as high as AAA. 2 down, Williamson staring at first. And now the 2-1 pitch. Fastball high and tight, it's 3-1. Three runs, 8 hits, no errors for Somerset. 2 runs, 3 hits, and an error for York. Roller signing with Somerset in July, swings and misses, and it's 3-2. He began the season at AAA Durham with the Rays. There he hit 5 home runs, knocked in 12 in 50 games. So already outpacing those numbers. Williamson standing on the rubber, working from the third base side, gets his sign. 2 down, payoff pitch, runner goes up high, ball 4. It's a full count free pass to Roller to keep the inning alive. Williamson's first walk of the evening, and it comes with 2 down in the 5th, and that'll bring up Jovan Gonzalez. Gonzalez tonight making his 67th start behind the plate, splitting time with Adam Donahue. Each has caught 2 games in the series. First pitch, fastball, middle in, strike 1. Logan took something off, a cutter there. Gonzalez, clutch hitter for the Patriots all year. 4 walk-offs, including a couple against the Revs. That one bounced towards shortstop. Ryan Dent collects the underhand flip to Casilla covering, and that will end the frame. 2 hits in the inning, 2 men left stranded, and we're halfway home from Peoples Bank Park. It's 3-2 Somerset on 1350 WOYK.
Did you know that Shipley Energy can take care of all your energy needs? From heating oil and propane to providing your home with electricity and natural gas. We also provide heating and air conditioning service and installation. All of your energy needs are under one roof at Shipley Energy. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com. Call 855-4SHIPLEY and don't forget to ask about our $100 rebate. Shipley Energy. Energy for life.
Getting pumped for another year of high school football? All this month, Sports Radio 1350 WOIK lays it all out for you in the High School Football Spotlight, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Catch a preview every day in August on Sports Radio 1350 as we break down the teams and the players of the 2017 York Adams League.
Or go to WOIK1350.com to access this year's complete lineup of high school football preview. Then, this fall, every Friday night, it's the High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Only here on Sports Radio 1350.
Enter Rutter's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes today. Look for the entry star. Purchase participating products. Scan your Rutter's rewards card or enter VIP information at checkout and automatically be entered to win your choice of a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport, Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab, or Dodge Challenger RT from Stettler. Drive better, drive Stettler. Free gas for a year and one of thousands of prizes, including Red Bull, Pepsi, and Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-off tickets. Must be a Rutter's VIP to enter. Rudders, why go anywhere else?
This is Ryan Dent. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Revs coming to bat, home half of the 5th. They trail Somerset by a score of 3-2. The Revs with 2 in the home half of the 3rd. Somerset responding with 3 in their top of the 4th. Alonzo Harris, Alexi Casilla, Jared Mitchell. 1, 2, 3 in Mark Mason's order coming up here against Lucas Irvin. Irvin standing tall from the center of the rubber. He's ready, winds and fires. First pitch over, strike 1. Harris on base twice, 2 walks. Comes in riding a 7-game hitting streak. Again, Irvin fiddling in the glove and the 0-1. That time a changeup, it missed a little high and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Harris over that 7-game hitting streak. 12 hits in 31 at-bats. And the 1-1 pitch, fastball down and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Harris with multi-hit games in 3 in a row. Set up down and away. And the 2-1, that one upstairs. 3 balls and a strike. Harris with an impressive slash line. 3rd in average at 328. 5th in on base at 392. And number 1 in slugging, 547. Pitch outside, ball 4, and it's 3 walks in the game for Harris. He's down at first, and for the 3rd time tonight, it's a leadoff walk given up by Lucas Irvin. 5 walks in total, and that'll bring up Casilla. See what might be on here. Minakazi, the third baseman, up on the grass. The Revs trailing by a run. They're going to ask for the LED boards to be dimmed out there in left center and right center on either side of the batter's eye. Irvin now tucking the ball behind his back as he works from the stretch. The righty sets. Minakazi at third creeping. The first pitch, Casilla does not square. He watches one off the outside edge. Last at bat in a similar spot, he did show bunt, but that was not until the count was 1-1. Might be to give Harris a chance to steal, also just might be to work the count, and he's swinging away the entire time. Irvin kicks, fires, and the 1-0 drops in, a breaking ball. Actually, a changeup there at 77, 1 ball and 1 strike. Casilla 1 for 2. A hit through the right side, a run scored. Quick throw to first, Harris back in standing. The Revs 5 walks, 3 hits, 8 base runners, 2 have scored. 1-1 count to Casilla. Minakazi still creeping in, another throw to first. Slap of the tag too late, and Casilla did not show. The 5 walks given up by Lucas Irvin, a season high. Season high in strikeouts is 9. That came against New Britain on June 24th. Just 1 so far in this one. And the 1-1 pitch popped him up off the fist towards shortstop. Right there, Rodriguez waits and squeezes. 1 gone. Irvin getting that one in on the hands of Casilla, who set down here for the first out of the 5th. Mention Irvin's track this season. He's been very good as of late. 6 of his last 8 starts have been quality, and in 7 of those 8, he's given up 2 earned runs or fewer. Over that stretch, a 4-1 record, a 2.26 ERA as Jared Mitchell stands in. Kick and a pitch up and in, ball 1. Against York this season, Irvin 2 starts, has allowed 3 earned runs in 11 innings. And previously it was 1 walk to 10 strikeouts. Tonight, 5 walks to 1 strikeout. It's already up to 87 pitches here in the 5th. Ready and the 1-0. Harris runs, a swing and a foul back. Mitchell fouling it to the screen. Hit and run was on there. Mitchell got a pitch up in the zone, and the bat just a hair beneath it. Mentioned the 6 of 8 quality starts for Irvin. 13 of his last 15 starts, he's allowed 3 runs or fewer. Leaning in for his side. His team ahead 3-2. Harris at first, 1 down. Set up inside to Mitchell. A long hold, and now time is called. Irvin became the first Patriots starter this season to work into the 9th. That came on July 27th. He had a 5-hit shutout until Zach Cohn broke it up against Southern Maryland. The 1-1, Harris going again, pitch in for a strike, the throw down the tag, he's out at second base. A strike thrown by Gonzalez, and Mark Mason out of the dugout. He thought Harris might have gotten the hand in. The ball looked like it beat him, but Harris a head first slide, and Mark Mason hollering to third base umpire Derek Moshe as the two of them will get together in between the mound and second base. Revs have been caught on the bases several times now in the series. Mitchell a couple times. Harris this time on a bang-bang play. Now Brian DeBrouwer walking towards the mound as Mace makes his way off the field. Now Mace turning around and saying something to DeBrouwer as those two meet just on the foul side of first. And now Mace getting more and more animated.
And what's Irvin have to say in all of this? He's chirping at Mace as he comes out.
Mace started to go back. Now he turns around. A few more words for DeBrouwer. Anyway, it'll go down as a caught stealing, 2-6. And 2 away, base is empty here in the home fifth. One and 2 the count to Jared Mitchell. And now the Somerset infield will back up. Irvin back to the wind. And the righty kicks, he deals. Breaking ball drops through the zone. Mitchell eyes it low, 2-2. The next pitch for Irvin will be number 90. Mitchell a walk, a ground out for an RBI. Awaiting the 2-2. Here it comes. Irvin deals and Mitchell hits it in the air. Deep left field line towards the corner. It goes and it is just foul. That big wall, it did not have home run distance, but it certainly would have clanked off the arch nemesis had it stayed fair. But it just tailed down into the corner, foul. Mitchell, we mentioned, now 9th in the league in batting. His average creeping up towards 300. But he's been especially good against right-handers, batting .323 against righties this year. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Gonzalez puts them down. Irvin says yes. The righty kicks. He fires and Mitchell swings and misses. Fastball down and in. Mitchell down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down frame. Harris walked. He was gunned down at second. And through 5 completed Peoples Bank Park, it's the Patriots 3 and the Revs 2 on 1350 WOYK.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I'm spending that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your ship together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Does your wealth advisor know how you take your coffee? At Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group, we genuinely get to know our clients, from their interests, goals, and dreams, right down to how they like their coffee. By understanding our clients on a personal level, we help them make wise financial decisions. In us, you will find a trusted confidant dedicated to your financial success. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
This is Chang Choi, athletic trainer of the York Revolution. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
3-2, Patriots ahead. We move to the 6th. Mark Minikazi, Greg Golson, Justin Pacioli up 6, 7, 8 in the order. Both Revs runs coming in the third, all 3 Patriots runs in the fourth. Nothing prior, nothing since. Williamson ready, and his first pitch to Minakazi, a fastball outer half for strike 1. Minakazi, a 2-hit ball game, 2 singles, both through the left side. He drove in a run. On base in now 32 of his last 41. The 0-1 pitch, high and tight. He leans back, and the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Williamson from Pensacola, Florida. Went to Pensacola High School and won a state title there. Ground ball foul up the third base line from Minakazi. Then at junior college, pitched in Pensacola as well and became the only Pensacola player to win a title in both high school and in college. Twice drafted by the White Sox, signed out of 04. And the pitch skied back of second base. Dent tracking it onto the outfield. Casilla now calls, and it's Alexi to make the catch for out number 1. Williamson retiring the leadoff hitter in 5 of 6 innings tonight. And here's Greg Golson. Golson a bunt single his last time up. Righty against lefty. The kick and the pitch. Fastball hit on the ground, left side. Dent circling deep in the hole. The off-balance throw across is not in time. It skips into Burgess. He would not have been able to corral it anyway. But Golson with good speed beats it out. A really tough play from deep in the hole, and Ryan Dent gave it his all. So 2 hits for Golson. Neither has left the infield. Here comes Pacioli. Pacioli with a look down to his third base coach. And for the first time in this series, we might see some chess matches going on. None of the first 3 games all that close. And he does square. He bunts through it, and a snap throw to first, not in time. No balls and 1 strike as Pacioli stabbed at a ball down low. Pacioli comes in, reaching base in 64 of his last 80 games. 0 for 2 in this one. Williamson checks, and the 0-1. Fastball, letter high, just missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. Patriots have left-hander Dwayne Belo up and throwing. We saw him on Monday night. Williamson sets and now steps away. Pacioli, a 10th round pick by the San Diego Padres in 2015. And now squares again, drops it down third base side, hugging the line and trickling foul. Williamson kicks it away. It's strike 2. Pacioli drafted out of Lehigh University, where he is their all-time leader in stolen bases with 69, 5th all-time in batting at 344, and 6th in triples with 8. He also set a single season stolen base record his senior year, stole 31 bags. And was a 3-time Patriot League all-conference selection. Throw to first and a dive back. Golson in safely. Began his career with the Tri-City Dust Devils in the Padres system. Last season, stepped away from the game for a year. The 1-2 pitch, breaking ball hit in the air, center field. Back on it goes Harris, has a play. And towards right center, he gloves for out number 2. Two down, Golson still at first. Here's Scott Kelly. Kelly 0 for 2, and perhaps the biggest out of the game that Williamson has recorded. Kelly bounced into an inning-ending 1-2-3 double play in the fourth as Logan Williamson escaped a bases-loaded jam. It's now 3-2 Patriots, top of the sixth, 2 down. And a toss to first, Golson a dive back in safely. Kelly in his 4th pro season, all of them with Somerset, undrafted out of the College of New Jersey. And the first pitch to him, a fastball, tails down and away, ball 1. Kelly can play all around the infield. We've seen him primarily at second base in this series. Last season, stole 38 bases, 4th best in the league, and now drives one on a line to center field. Harris over a few steps to his right, reaches up and puts it away, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 man left stranded, and after 5.5 at Peoples Bank Park, it's Somerset 3 and York 2 on 1350 WOYK.
The York County Economic Alliance is York County's primary business resource, representing over 1,100 member businesses and 50,000 employees in York County. The YCEA serves to lead economic growth, connect local businesses, and to create a prosperous York County. This month, the YCEA celebrates the anniversaries of these members: Gladfelder, Anstat Communications, RG Group, RKL, Buchard Horn Incorporated. The York County Economic Alliance. Together we prosper. Visit YCEA-PA.org.
Boutique Week returns to York for the 6th straight year, kicking off with Fashion Friday on September 1st. The entire week is full of fashion and fun. Events include What the Food Trucks 2017, a luncheon at the Handsome Cab, Boutique Week Progressive Happy Hour with stops at 11 different boutiques, which alternate between food and wine. The excitement concludes with York City Boutique Week Fashion Show on September 8th. For more details on all the events and a list of participating boutiques, visit downtownyorkpa.com.
Can't get enough of the birds? WOYK has you covered. Join us all season on Mondays at 6 for the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by award-winning Orioles and National Baseball writer Dan Connolly from BaltimoreBaseball.com. Exclusive in-depth interviews plus the latest insight and analysis on the Orioles every week. Talking baseball with the birds, Mondays at 6. The Baltimore Baseball Show on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
This is Steven Janis. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Back here at Peoples Bank Park, we head to the 6th along with Darrell Henry. I'm Matt Present. 4, 5, and 6, middle of the order due up for the Revs. Tejeda, Burgess, and Cruz. Dwayne Bilo comes on for Somerset on the Maple Donuts pitching change. Lucas Irvin goes 5 innings, gives up 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He walked 5 and struck out 2. Bilo on for the 2nd time in the series, his 38th appearance overall, and his first pitch to Tejeda. That one's in there, strike 1. Bilo on the year, a 4-1 record, a 3.44 ERA. The lefty works from the third base side. The 0-1 pitch, that one's in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. In 52 1/3 innings for Bilo, he's given up 56 hits, 25 runs, 20 earned. Walked 9, but struck out 50. The 1-1, swing a ground ball left side, high chopper, and it sneaks on through for a hit in between the reach of Minakazi and Rodriguez, and Tejeda aboard with a leadoff single. It's just the Revs' 4th hit of the night.
He's worn out that opening over there tonight. His 2nd hit going through that hole on the left side of the infield. Irvin, Matt, didn't it almost seem like his slow pace helped him? Like that's the pace he wanted to work at. It's almost like the hitters were a little bit antsy too.
Yeah, I think the Revs came out a bit over-aggressive against him. There were times where he was not in the strike zone, but he was still getting chases. He was still frustrating hitters, and I think the pace had a lot to do with that. Here's Burgess, first pitch swinging. He drops to a knee on a miss. 0-1. And I would imagine a lot of that pace had to do with trying to control Harris, who he walked all 3 times. But at the same time, when you have a team that's already put up 29 runs in the series, they're hungry for more and taking some longer cuts against him. But a high pitch count, he's gone after 5. The 0-1, swing a line drive deep to right field. Back on it is Golson. He has a play, and he makes the catch. Burgess got that one just off the end of the bat, and he's retired for out number 1 here in the 6th.
And there have probably been 3 or 4 tonight the Revs hitters have just missed on, hitting it off the end of the bat. Burgess a couple. One in the first inning when he first swung. I thought it might get up the middle, but right off the end of the bat for a ground out. Simpson, who I think we both thought got a hold of one pretty well in the 4th. That one maybe got in on him a little bit.
Here's Luis Cruz, extended his hitting streak to 6 straight his last time up. First pitch, it misses inside, ball 1. And not that that hit by Burgess had home run potential on it, but the last couple nights it has gotten a little cooler. It's starting to feel a little more like fall, and ball isn't going to carry as well as it did in the month of July per se. The 1-0, that one down low. It sneaks through the legs of Gonzalez, but not far enough for Tejeda to go anywhere. Cruz now 12 for his last 22. Continues to hit the ball hard and took advantage of the playing time earlier in the week with Tejeda suspended. You wouldn't have thought he would have caught 4 straight at the beginning of the week, but the way he swung the bat, he certainly earned it. The 2-0 pitch, and that one's in the dirt. 3 balls and no strikes. Somerset ahead 3-2. Tejeda at first, the tying run. Cruz at the plate, the go-ahead run as we play the 6th. Three balls, no strikes. Verona waiting on deck. Infield plays him to pull, outfield a step the opposite way. And the 3-0 drops in for a strike. Fastball, it was a get-me-over pitch. Cruz laid off, it's 3-1. Hitters count. He waves the bat over home plate. Big hole on the right side. The kick and the pitch from Bilo. Line drive sharply hit. Base hit left side. Past the reach of Minakazi at third. Tejeda up to second. He'll stay put there. And a scorcher off the bat of Cruz. 2 men aboard for the Revs.
That is what he's done here lately. He's hit it hard to all fields tonight. 2 hits, 1 to right, 1 to left. Nice level short swing. Really good mechanics at the plate. Really good balance at the plate here on this stretch, and he is locked in.
He really bends the knees, keeps the weight back. Now with multi-hit games in 5 of his last 6, here's Verona. Kelly watching it second in the first pitch. Verona pops it up back of short. Now creeping in is Rodriguez. On the dirt, he makes the catch. Infield fly rule in effect. And there's out number 2. And there's a prime example of what we were just talking about with Irvin. This time it was Bilo falling behind, a couple of hits against him, and then Verona first pitch swinging. An easy pop out off the fist.
Yeah, it's 3 or 4 times tonight with men on base. They've gone up there aggressive, looking first pitch to drive, and have popped it up.
The lower third of the order now 0 for 6. Ryan Dent trying to change that. 2 aboard, 2 down. And the first pitch to Dent, a fastball, and it's a hair outside, ball 1. One ball and no strikes. Dent yesterday, 3 for 5, a double, 3 RBIs. The pitch, a swing and a miss. Dent out in front. 1 ball and 1 strike. Dent doing really well in the series overall. 7 for 12, a home run, 5 knocked in, 3 runs scored. Or rather, that was Alonzo Harris's line. Dent 6 for 12 with a double and 3 knocked in. 1-2, the kick and the pitch. Ryan Dent hits it on the ground to third. Minikazi up with it. Double clutches, now goes to second base. And sliding in hard was Cruz, but Kelly holds the bag. A fielder's choice ends the frame. 2 hit, 2 men left after 6 complete. It's 3-2 Somerset. Darrell Henry will take you home when we come back on 1350 WOYK.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The York Revolution are making a playoff push, and they need your help. Come out to People's Bank Park on September 16th when the Revs host the rival Lancaster Barnstormers and spin to win. That's right, the WOYK prize wheel returns with great local sponsors like your neighborhood SureSave markets. For tickets, visit YorkRevolution.com, the Apple Chevrolet ticket office, or call 717-801-HITS. Again, that's the Spin to Win prize wheel, September 16th at People's Bank Park.
York Mitsubishi Super Summer Sales Event is on, featuring Outlander Sports starting at $18,735 or 0% financing available for up to 72 months. Right now, $2,500 off all 2017 Mitsubishi Lancers or the 2017 Outlander with standard 7-passenger seating and discounts rebates up to $4,000. York Mitsubishi Super Summer Sales Event with a great selection and over 70 cars available. York Mitsubishi just off Route 30 and Roosevelt Avenue in York, where Mitsubishis always cost less. Sale ends 8/31.
Hi, this is United States Olympian Haley Flickener. You're listening to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Head of the 7th, Joe Van Meter on for the Revs. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Solid 6 for Logan Williamson tonight. He goes 6 innings, gave up 9 hits, 5 in 1 inning, but limited the damage with a couple of big outs at the plate, including a 1-2-3 double play, and it remains a 1-run game thanks to that escape effort. The Revs have not taken advantage of their chances offensively, though. Still down a run. And Williamson, at best, will end up with a no decision tonight if they can come back. 3 runs, 2 earned. He walked only 1, did not strike out any. 88 pitches, 59 strikes. Van Meter will face the top of the order beginning the 7th. Carlos Guzman up first, 0 for 3. And the first pitch missed up and outside. Van Meter 1-2 with 3.06 ERA and 43 outings. On the 1-0 and a pop-up. Left side, it's Dent coasting back into shallow left, and he'll squeeze it. Now a quick first out. Van Meter pitched in game 1 of this series Monday night. 1-2-3 inning in that one. And Alfredo Rodriguez up next. Matt lost a fight with his water bottle. Rodriguez 2 for 3 with a double and a run scored. First pitch is driven foul the other way. And off a hand in the bullpen balcony. Daring attempt to catch it barehanded. They play the Seinfeld clip of Kramer getting hit with the foul ball. The 0-1 and a fastball missing down and in. You all right over there?
Yeah. A little demoralizing when you try to drink your water and your shirt takes it.
Pitch inside, 2-1. Me, I celebrate every time I drink out of the water bottle and don't spill. got to celebrate the accomplishments. Here's a rip the other way, and Rodriguez singles. Third straight hit. 3 for 4 on the night. He ripped it just behind Casilla. And a one-out base runner. Patriots with their 10th hit. Olmo Rosario to the plate. He's got 2 hits. Rosario 2 for 3 tonight. RBI and a run in the 3-run fourth, which came right after the Revs had scored 2 in the 3rd inning. A Mitchell ground out and a Tejeda single. First pitch to Rosario. It's a fastball for a strike. Rosario last year was in Mexico for a full season with Tijuana. Earlier this year with Piratas de Campeche. There's the 0-1 and a breaking ball down and away. He's now 36 years old. Originally in the Tampa Bay and San Fran systems, Eastern League All-Star in 08. When the Giants had their AA team in Connecticut, now they're in Richmond. Moved to first and diving back is Rodriguez, who does have 12 steals. The Revs did throw him out. Luis Cruz got him earlier tonight.
I think you're referring to the Atlantic League AA affiliate down there in Richmond.
Oh, yes. Yes, exactly. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Cruz the throw again. Got him again. Casilla puts on the tag, and Luis Cruz with a dart. Perfect seed to second base. He throws out his 2nd of the night, 15th of the year. And Rodriguez, the one erased again. Not easy with a swing and miss right in front of him either on a sinking fastball, it looked like, down and in. Pitch, a fastball, strike 3 called. 93 at the knees, and Van Meter marches right off. And a quick end to the top of the 7th. A caught stealing and a strikeout on back-to-back pitches. No runs, 1 hit, none left. Stretch time at the bank. Revs still trailing 3-2.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Getting pumped for another year of high school football? All this month, Sports Radio 1350 WOIK lays it all out for you in the High School Football Spotlight, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Catch a preview every day in August on Sports Radio 1350 as we break down the teams and the players of the 2017 York Adams League.
Or go to WOIK1350.com to access this year's complete lineup of high school football previews. Then, this fall, every Friday night, it's the High School Football Game of the Week, presented by WellSpan Sports Medicine.
Only here on Sports Radio 1350.
At the York County Solid Waste Authority, we know just 1 quart of motor oil can contaminate 1 million gallons of water. Recycle your motor oil at locations throughout York County. Visit www.ycswa.com for locations. Garbage is power.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
Hi, this is Brandy Portanova, Charitable Giving Coordinator at Gladfelter, proud member of the York County Economic Alliance since 1955. You are listening to Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Revs down 3-2. Last night 17 hits. Tonight being out hit 10-5. And Somerset will go to another lefty. Keith Hessler is on for the second straight night. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Bottom of the 7th, Simpson leads off, batting right, and he flinches on a ball inside by his kneecaps. He's 0 for 2 tonight, a deep fly out to right center, a line out to right field. Both of those at-bats against Irvin, who went 5. 2 singles off Belo in the 6th, but nothing across. The 1-0, and a missed outside. Revs tonight have stranded 2 in 3 separate innings. Had the leadoff man on 4 times, but none of those times have they scored. Hessler from the letters, kicks, deals, missed away, and it's 3-0. Simpson trying to get on to start this inning, down a run. York Mitsubishi out of town scoreboard, still 6-0 Southern Maryland at Lancaster. Now in the 7th, there's a fastball over for a strike. Hessler, 4 outings, 4 innings, 3 runs on 5 hits. Gave up 1 run last night on 2 hits. And the pitch, swing, and it's trickled foul behind the plate. He got Simpson to pop up in last night's game. We'll face Harris and Casilla at the top of the order after this at bat. Ready, the 3-2, swinging a fly ball left center, didn't square this one up either. Center fielder Pacioli comes in and calls off Rosario and makes the grab for the first out. Simpson has been just a little bit off on the timing on all 3 tonight. That one got in on him just a little bit. Put a good swing on it, but didn't quite get a hold of it. There's Alonzo Harris at the top of the order. He's been up 3 times and has walked 3 times. Has a run scored. Caught stealing, though, in the 5th. Pitch is down low. A play that Mace came out to argue. Urban got a strikeout to end the inning after that caught stealing. Here's the 1-0, and a swing and a miss, a fastball up. 3 walks for Alonzo, tying the most by a Revs hitter in a game this season. Travis Witherspoon back on May 1st against Long Island. A 1-1, and a swing and a high fly ball, shallow right center. And it's the right fielder Golson who takes charge, and he's got it. There are 2 flyouts in the bottom of the 7th. Harris retired for the first time tonight. And Alexi Casilla up next. Hessler was in 17 big league games last season. Pitch to Casilla. He tries to bunt his way on all the way to short. Look at this. He's on with an infield hit, a bunt hit. And he bunted it hard past the mound, but deadened it enough that Rodriguez from short had 0 chance. He bunted it towards short and into no man's land. It's his 24th multi-hit game in 55 games played with York. And he sees things that others just don't.
Well, he handles the bat so well. His ability to aim, I mean, even on swings, we've seen him shoot it in different directions. He aims his bunts well as well, and I don't think I've ever written 1B6 BU before.
As a called strike on Mitchell. His team leading 11th bunt hit. Jared Mitchell's got 5. He's got the next most. But who bunts to shortstop for a hit? Alexi does. Now move to first, and he'll shuffle back. The tying run on base, down 3-2 here in the 7th. 2 for 4 night for him. Mitchell 0 for 2, RBI ground out and a walk. 0-1, and it's over for a strike. Cut fastball. Hessler made his big league debut 2 years ago. He's totaled 34 major league innings. Around the stretch, left on left, he deals, and it just missed, up and away. 1-2 on Mitchell. Mention Alexi's 11th bunt hit, tied for the 5th most in a season in Revs history. It's the most since Wilson Valdez had 13 2 years ago. The record 16 by James Shanks in 2010. Here's a throw to first, and Casilla back standing. His 11 ties Shanks' total from 2011 for 5th most. Guzman holding him over there. Revs down 3-2, and Hessler will step off. On the stretch. Long stare, the pitch, and it just missed outside. 2-2.
And it really seems like a concerted effort by this entire Somerset staff, I merged the two, to really slow the pace with runners aboard. Even there with Casilla, Hessler just holding and staring at him. They really are trying to break up the rhythm and slow down the running game.
2-2. Swing, and he flares one, but foul. Over by third base. Minikaze heading back behind Polo in pursuit. And it landed foul down behind the third base coach's area. I wonder if some of the holding has to do with even some of the mistakes the Revs have made on the bases in this series, if they're trying to force them to get a little bit antsy and start to make a move. But they have had no problem grinding this pace to a halt at times tonight. Now Hessler ready. Another 2-2 and another foul. That one back against the netting. Hessler was with both the Diamondbacks and Padres in the big leagues last season. Arizona for a bit the year before as well. Born in D.C., 28 years old. Do you know where Springbrook High School is, Matt?
I do. That's 10 minutes from my house.
Pitch. That's down low, 3-2.
Maybe not even. It's actually the school. So we had a district where you could choose your school between 3, and it was my home school, but I chose to go to Blake up the road, and a little bit better baseball program, a little bit better academics as well. But yeah, Springbrook is just up the road.
Well, Hessler was no longer there at that point. He deals and missed down low. Mitchell battles out a walk. What a job. And the Revs with 2 on and Tejeda coming up. Nobody up in the Patriots bullpen. He'll be facing the lefty. Do you know their mascot, Matt, at Springbrook?
Blue Devils.
So he was a Blue Devil. And went to Coastal Carolina. And the Diamondbacks took him 28th round in 2010.
It's really interesting that he went there, though, because they're not known for their baseball, at least not recently. I'll tell you that the guy who's most known for going to Springbrook High School professionally is Sean Springs, the former Redskin cornerback.
First pitch to Tejeda, swings and fouls it back a little bit late. Hessler can get it up there at 92. She did on that one. Revs down 3-2. Casilla the tying run at second. He bunted for a hit to keep the inning alive. Mitchell, a great battle to walk. The 20th pitch of the inning coming. Tejeda 2 for 3 tonight with a ribby. And Hessler not quite yet. He'll lift, turn, and look Casilla back. RBI single for Tejeda in the third, capped the 2-run inning, had a 2-0 lead at the time, haven't scored since. Pitch, he swings, lifts it in the air, shallow right, near the line, it's falling, and it lands fair! Game tied, Casilla scores! On a towering fly ball that lands inside the right field line. It drops, and the Revs have tied the game 3-3 here in the bottom of the 7th. It was up there all night, but they were playing him to pull, and it plopped down just inside the line. It's a double for Tejeda, his 3rd hit of the night, and his 31st double of the year. Came in 4th in the league. He's driven in 2 of the 3, and the Revs have tied it up. Mitchell at 3rd, Tejeda at 2nd. And here's Michael Burgess. What a strange, long developing play. Pitch to Burgess. It's a called strike. He was backing up.
And I'm surprised Golson didn't lay out for that ball. At least a feet first slide. It was not a dangerous area. In fact, it was inside the line, of course. Down there, just onto the warning track. But it wasn't a ball that was going to get by him and roll forever because of how long it was hanging up in the air.
Pitch is down and away. Ball and a strike to Burgess, who's 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. It all started with a Casilla bunt hit. Perfectly placed towards short, of all places. And then Mitchell, a great walk. And Tejeda catches a break. The 1-1, swing and a foul back on the fastball. And Tejeda back with a vengeance tonight. 3 for 4 with 2 driven in. Giving him 68 ribbies for the year. Came in 4 behind the league lead in hits. He's got 3 hits tonight. And now Burgess trying to give York their first lead since Somerset went ahead in the 4th. Behind in the count. Hessler ready with it and steps off. His catcher had asked for time. Wants to go through the signage again. Now ready. 1-2. Swing, a foul back again. And Burgess spoils the fastball toward the outer part of the plate. Revs winning the first 3 of this series. Getting some help from Southern Maryland in Lancaster currently. They have a 1-game lead over Lancaster, who's in for the weekend. Another 1-2. And a swing and a foul back again. That's 3 in a row. Burgess keeps fouling him off, and he wants some extra grip on that bat handle. Nash right there at the top step next to the coaches will toss it his way. Of course, Burgess, the no batting gloves approach. And he will dig back in. 1-2 it remains. Outfield straight up on him. Infield a slight pull arrangement. Shortstop Rodriguez a bit up the middle behind Tejeda. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Slider, he fell to a knee. Trying to sit back and drive it. But the Revs tie the game with a run on 2 hits, 2 left in scoring position. But they have drawn even 3-3 as we head to the 8th here tonight in York.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The York County Economic Alliance is York County's primary business resource, representing over 1,100 member businesses and 50,000 employees in York County. The YCEA serves to lead economic growth, connect local businesses, and to create a prosperous York County. This month, the YCEA celebrates the anniversaries of these members: Gladfelder, Anstat Communications, RG Group, RKL, Buchard Horn Incorporated. The York County Economic Alliance. Together we prosper. Visit YCEA-PA.org.
This is Dustin Hawkinsmith with the Keystone Sports Network. For the best Penn State football analysis and commentary, listen to Sports Radio 1350 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. and after Revs games for the Keystone Kickoff Show. We'll bring you game reviews, player evaluations, and recruiting news. So for the best in Penn State talk, tune to Sports Radio 1350 WOYK for the Keystone Kickoff Show. Brought to you locally by your neighborhood SureSave Markets.
Hi, this is United States Olympic gold medalist Jenny Finch. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350. WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the 8th, brought to you by York Dental Sleep Therapy. Joe Van Meter will stay in for his second inning of work. Had a scoreless 7th inning, and the Revs have drawn even 3-3. Van Meter, who has gone multiple innings at times this year, he will face Kyle Roller leading off. Somerset DH and cleanup hitter. It's a 10-pitch inning for Van Meter, who misses outside on the first offering.
And Daryl, maybe you can speak to this more, whether it's a Mark Mason thing that most of these guys this year have only gone one, or if it's just the staff that he's assembled, but pretty much throughout the year, it's predominantly just one inning.
Next one's high and away, 2-0. Yeah, I think he has liked to do that. I think it is some of it being the staff, but if you use a guy for 2 innings, they're down the next night. If you use them for 1 inning at a time, have more guys available. The 2-0. And that misses upstairs. Certainly exceptions to the rule, but you know, nowadays in the game, so many guys are just used and accustomed to coming in, airing it out, being done for the night.
Certainly so, and certainly many ways to do it. Somerset having their guys go a couple at times. New Britain the same a couple series ago.
There's a called strike, 3-1. Well, now that we're tied, who knows how long they might need tonight. The 3-1. Yeah, it missed outside.
And that's the other thing. It largely has to do with game situation. But I really like doing it in a tie game, especially when you have a guy like Van Meter who can go even 3 or 4. Not to say that he should, but it gives you a chance to keep him out there and wait for your team to potentially give you the lead and then go to your 8th or 9th inning guy. Of course, this game has moved past that, but just speaking in general.
Based on workload, everybody available tonight. Here's Jovan Gonzalez, and he squares to bunt and pushes it foul. First base side, Burgess over to glove it. They're trying to move him up in a tie game after the leadoff walk. Gonzalez, a .300 hitter, 1 for 3 with an RBI tonight. It's 1 sacrifice bunt for the year. Patriots do it, though, more than any other team. The 0-1. He squares and gets it down. Burgess will come in. Gloves, turns, finds Casilla. He's there covering. And the sacrifice is good. 3-4 on the out. Roller to second base with one away. That is a constant over the years with Somerset. The players change, but they're very good at the fundamentals and things like that.
And this at-bat right here with Mark Minikazi is a big one, because if they're able to get him out and not allow Roller to advance to third, Roller, a big burly guy, not a guarantee to score on a hit to the outfield with 2 down.
Minikazi 2 for 3 with an RBI hit. First pitch, fastball upstairs. And Fletch will call time and head out and chat with Van Meter right here. And while he does, we'll pause for station identification. This is Revolution Radio.
First in York, first in sports. Your only local sports station. The new Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, York, Pennsylvania.
3-3 game here in the top of the 8th. As Fletch finishes up that visit. Runner at second with 1 out, a 1-0 count to Minikazi. And Van Meter ready to get back at it. Pitch is swung on and missed. A high fastball. 92 miles an hour. He went right after him there. Now the 1-1. Swing and a miss. A high fastball again. Minikazi was late. Looked like he may not have gotten a good look at it. Kind of a defensive swing. 1-2. And the pitch went there again. He struck him out swinging. 3 in a row up at the letters. And Van Meter on straight cheese strikes him out 2 down. I guess that's what that visit was about.
I was going to say, how about that scouting report by Fletch? Throw it high, let him chase.
They sensed he would be late, evidently, and he was. So 2 down, and he will go after Greg Golson now. He's 2 for 3, a bunt hit and a swinging infield hit. Pitch. It's down and away, a changeup. Golson, former first rounder of the Phillies. 21st overall in 04 out of high school in Texas. Here's the stretch, the 1-0. Swing and a miss, back to the heat. Fastball at 92.
And I think he should stick with the fastball the rest of this at-bat. I mean, not just Minikazi, but Golson too. Clearly late on it. And Van Meter displaying his ability to go up the ladder and expand the zone.
Well, he's got some jump on it here tonight. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Another one that explodes right through the zone. And he's ahead of Golson, 1-2. Has he figured it out against Golson as well? Will they do it a third time? Here's the stretch. The 1-2. Swinging a chop foul, third base side. It was a fastball. Down and on the inner part of the plate. Perhaps they go up toward the letters again. Roller at second, 2 outs. He had a leadoff walk. They bunted him over here in a tie game. Van Meter, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Rears back and blows away another hitter on the fastball. Back-to-back strikeouts. And he slams the door on Somerset's 8th inning threat. No runs, hits, errors, and one left. We go to the bottom of the 8th, tied 3-3.
Enter Rutter's Summer of Freedom sweepstakes today. Look for the entry star, purchase participating products, scan your Rutter's rewards card, or enter VIP information at checkout and automatically be entered to win your choice of a 2017 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited Sport, Ram 1500 Bighorn Quad Cab, or Dodge Challenger RT from Stettler. Drive better, drive Stettler. Free gas for a year and one of thousands of prizes, including Red Bull, Pepsi, and Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-off tickets. Must be a Rutter's VIP to enter. Rudders, why go anywhere else?
Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment offers quality material handling equipment and services. Along with a full line of Unicarriers and Komatsu forklifts, you'll find Genie aerial lifts, IPC Eagle floor scrubbers, and Penalift loading dock equipment. Mid-Atlantic can provide rentals, pre-owned equipment, service, and replacement parts for most makes. When you need the best for your business, call Mid-Atlantic Industrial Equipment at 888-383-LIFT. That's 888-383-5438, or online at MidAtlanticIndustrial.com.
Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania delivers natural gas to 423,000 customers. Our commitment is to do it reliably, efficiently, and most importantly, safely. If you smell, hear, or see any sign of a natural gas problem, evacuate immediately and call 911 from a safe location. The most obvious indication of a problem in your home would be a rotten egg odor. For more information on natural gas safety, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com. Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania, reminding you about natural gas safety.
This is Hall of Famer Jim Palmer. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Bottom of the 8th inning. And righty Dustin Antolin, the new pitcher for Somerset. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. We are tied at 3. Great job by Van Meter leaving that leadoff walk on. Luis Cruz to lead off. First pitch is a fastball strike from Antolin. It'll be Cruz, Verona, and Dent for the Revs here in the bottom of the 8th. Antolin 1-1 in 12 outings. ERA of nothing. Here's the 0-1. It missed outside. Hard throwing righty, 93. He looks like a max effort guy. 13 innings, 1 unearned run on 9 hits. And in 13 innings, 1 walk, 20 strikeouts. Now, deep breath, the 1-1, and a swing and a miss. Fastball at 94. As Cruz walks around home plate, eyeing up the radar gun back this way. He's 2 for 3 tonight. A 6-game hitting streak, 13 for 23 on it. Revs tied at last inning on Tejeda's bloop double. There's the 1-2 upstairs. Antolin, another guy with big league time. Last year, 1 game with Toronto. The 2-2, and a swing and a foul off the net. Cruz will make him do it again. That was his only big league game last season, May 26th against Tampa Bay. Spent the rest of the year at AAA Buffalo. 11th round pick of the Blue Jays in 08 out of Mililani High School in Hawaii. Already. And fires. And missed outside. Cruz having a good at bat. It's 3-2. Earlier this year, Antolin at AAA Syracuse with the Nationals. Gonzalez had started halfway toward the mound. Did he stop, realizing it'd be a visit?
I think he did, or he might have gotten hollered at by his third base dugout.
And Cruz trying to get on to start. Guard the line at third, the 3-2, and he fouls it back again. Able to get to that 94 miles an hour.
Should still be like a third of a visit.
a 20-second timeout. Earlier this year, Antolin 24 games, 4 starts at AAA Syracuse. 2-4 with a 6.30 ERA. Another 3-2, and he missed inside. And Luis Cruz with another great trip to the plate. He walks to start the 8th. Are you tired of feeling the effects of sleep apnea or sleepless nights due to your CPAP? Dr. Gordon Bell may have an option to help you. Make your appointment today and let Dr. Bell help determine which treatment's best for your needs. Call 316-1299 or visit yorksleep.com. Here is Dyrone Verona. We'll see if the Revs are bunting Cruz over. Minikazi in at the edge of the grass at third, walks a bit further. He does square, he bunts it in the air. Guzman in from first, can't get there. And it lands foul with Guzman leaning, sprinting, lunging forward. Verona sack bunt earlier tonight. Verona 0 for 2 with the sack bunt. Here's the stretch, the 0-1, and he swings and comes up empty on a fastball up. The Revs have drawn 7 walks tonight, including 4 to start an inning. Only one of the walks has scored. None of the 4 to start innings have scored. Or at least none of the first 3 have. There's the 0-2. A check swing, excuse me, tip foul. That was up and in uncomfortably on Verona, and in self-defense, he squirts it foul right in front of the catcher, Gonzalez.
I think he broke his bat in doing so. Now asking for a new one. That came way up and in, and he couldn't get the barrel out of the way.
Talvin Nash a night off, but helping everywhere he can as he seems to have Verona's next piece of lumber and hands it off to him. Even helped put some grip on it for him. Revs have Michael Click up in the bullpen. Tied at 3 here in the bottom of the 8th. Verona will make his way back to the dish. A matchup of guys who were both at AAA earlier this year. Antolin with the Nats, Verona with the Rays. The only organization he had known was at AAA Durham this year. Here's another 0-2. And a check swing on a slider. He's punched out. A delayed call. Verona looks back in disbelief. He can't believe that it would have been on the call. He's asking if it was the pitch or a check swing. He's rung up on the pitch. And that's the first out. He thought it was low.
Well, the whole sequence was just peculiar because not only did it appear to be low, but it was such a late call. He checked his swing, he pulled back, he started to get set again for the next pitch, and all of a sudden Brian DeBrouwer punched him out.
Here's Ryan Dent, who's 0 for 3. Cruz at first, 1 out, the pitch. And a swing and a line drive, base hit to right. Cruz to second, will stop. And the Revs with first and second. Now after the strikeout, Dent first pitch. And rips a seed the other way. And Chase Simpson coming up next. Simpson tonight 0 for 3, 3 flyouts. He's got 2 on with 1 out here. Tied at 3 in the bottom of the 8th. Facing Antolin, the hard-throwing righty. 6'2", 230. First pitch. It's in the dirt and knocked to the left by Gonzalez, but he'll get to it right away. Runners stay put.
That was a huge block there by Gonzalez. Keeps the go-ahead run off of third base.
He will head out and have a chat with Antolin. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, still 6-0 Southern Maryland up in Lancaster in the 8th. Revs were very nearly up 2 games last night. They're up 1 game. Have a chance to maybe get it to 2 before Lancaster comes in tomorrow. But one thing about this group, they've done a remarkable job of just focusing on themselves. Here's the stretch, the 1-0, and a swing and a miss. He chased a ball low. Antolin pulled the string on a slider. Simpson was sitting fastball. Antolin last year, an International League All-Star, and a Blue Jays organizational All-Star as well. I'll look back, the 1-1, and a foul tip against the net. His full name is Dustin Kamakana Mai Ku'u Makualani Antolin. He's got 6 names, including the first and last. Now the stretch from the righty. The 1-2. Yeah, it's in the dirt. Blocked again by Gonzalez, who stays square to it. Alonzo Harris on deck. Zoe, who's got 3 of the walks that the Revs have worked tonight, but again, only 1 of those has scored. Cruz out there at second, led off this inning with a walk. The 2-2, swing and a well-hit ball deep down the line in right field, but he pulls it foul off the 10. Oh, man. Simpson stood there at the plate watching it, and I think he knew it was foul when it left his bat. He also knew it was home run distance just in case. And oh man, was he almost a hero. Just hooked it foul off the end tent to the right of the foul pole. That got everybody's attention though. That bullpen was up, leaping, pointing, trying to will it fair. Here's the stretch, another 2-2, and it missed down and away. So he works it full. Another good at bat from a Revs hitter. Full count. Cruz at second. He had walked to start the inning. Dent trails him at first. He had singled. Here with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th, tied at 3. Now set at the belt. 3-2, and a swing and a foul tip squeezed on a fastball down and away. Would have been ball 4. And Simpson reached for it, scraped it into the catcher's mitt, and that's the second out. Revs Baseball brought to you by Wolf's Bus Lines, the Pretzel Twist, Neighborhood Sure Save Markets, Turkey Hill Minute Markets, Etline Foods, and D's Nuts. Want to say hi to Stephen Penny, who's tuned in. Cheering on his former team. Tied at 3 with 2 on, 2 out, bottom 8. Here's Alonzo Harris. Cruz the go-ahead run at second. And the pitch, it's inside. Alonzo 0 for 1, 3 walks. He flied out his last time up. 3 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Somerset. 3, 8, and 1 for York. Here's the stretch. Holds it down a little bit below belt level. Pitch is down and in. Harris dances out of the way. So he's got a count that he can zero in on something here. 2-0.
Still has to be smart, has to swing at his pitch. The Revs today a little bit over aggressive with runners on and hitters ahead in the count.
Revs now getting Brad Allen up just in case. Here's the stretch. And the 2-0. Fastball down and in. Well, if he gets on, Alexi Casilla is on that on-deck circle. So has been an MVP candidate. And we'll see if the Revs turn him loose. Here 3-0. Here's the stretch. 3-0 pitch. He takes, it's up and in. Ball 4. And the Revs will push Antolin to the brink here in the bottom of the 8th. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And Alonzo Harris ties a team record with his 4th walk of the night. And Corey Dommel will come out for a visit. Bases loaded, and Alexi Casilla, who's batted .385 with men in scoring position this year, will try to give the Revs the lead. A walk and then a strikeout, a single and then a strikeout, and now a walk to Harris to load the bases. Revs Baseball brought to you by Image 360, Yingling's Ice Cream, Highmark, Isaacs, Sheets, Ace Distributing, and Stambaugh Plumbing and Heating. Alexi with the bases loaded this year, 1 for 3. 3 ribbies in that situation. Tonight he's 2 for 4, and he scored the tying run last inning. He has scored twice tonight out of their 3 runs. Last inning bunted for a hit to extend the 7th, and they would then tie it. Here we go. From the stretch, first pitch, fastball just outside on Antolin's 25th pitch of the inning.
That's 6 straight balls now. I think you have to see at least 1.
Now ready. The 1-0, and he does see 1. It's across for a strike. Boy, this inning, Revs were unable to move Cruz initially after the leadoff walk. And then Simpson so close to putting them up big on one swing. 1-1. It's a called strike. A cutter down in the strike zone. Antolin jumps ahead. 1-2 on Alexi. Revs were down a run from the 4th inning until tying it in the 7th. Now looking for the lead in the 8th. The stretch. And the 1-2, swing and a high fly in center, but Pacioli's got a beat on it. He backs up, waits, and makes the grab, and the Revs leave him loaded. And you end up feeling like they did not get all that they could have out of that 8th inning. No runs, 1 hit, couple of walks, and they leave him packed. We'll go to the 9th, still tied 3-3.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
Okay, here we go, people.
This is The Herd.
Where are you again?
With Colin Cowherd.
There's so many injuries. So instead of Carrie Underwood doing a Breeze and Tony Romo promo, which is what they're trying to do every week, NBC has cut several new, authentic, brutally frank promos. It's not much of a sales job by NBC, but we got our hands on them, and they're as honest as anything I've ever heard out of NBC. NBC fires a shot at me. That is brutal.
Colin Cowherd.
Weekdays at 3 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Hi, this is Mark Mason. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
The ninth inning, and the Revs and Patriots tied at 3. Michael Click will take over. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. They're trying to keep things deadlocked. 8, 9, and 1. Pacioli and Kelly the first two. Lots of speed. And then Carlos Guzman do third in the inning. Click 1-0 at 2.54 ERA in 47 outings. Opponents have hit just 196. 46 innings, 32 hits. The K-man Justin Pacioli will lead things off. He is 0 for 3 tonight. Click hunched forward, leaning in. He's set. And his first pitch misses high. Van Meter, 2 innings, no runs, 1 hit. 1 walk, struck out 3. 2 big ones to end the top of the 8th with a runner at second. 1-0. And that misses down and outside. Revs will have the heart of the order up in the bottom of the 9th. The 2-0. And he got that one over. A cutter for a strike. Patriots' final visit to York. Revs will go there the second weekend of September. The 2-1. And a swing and a foul back over the roof. So Click back to even things up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He is the K-man, but Click trying to get him any way he can here to start off the 9th. Now the 2-2. And he missed down low. You certainly don't want Pacioli aboard. 33 steals. Tied for 4th in the league. Somerset with their closer, Ronnie Shaban, up in the bullpen. And the payoff pitch, it just missed low. And it is a leadoff walk. Last inning, the Revs were guilty of 1, but it was Kyle Roller who's not going to light up the base pads. This time it's Pacioli, tied for 4th in the league with 33 steals and a good bunter. Scott Kelly coming up. We'll see if they bunt immediately. Kelly, 12 sack bunts, leads their team.
See if Click throws the first just to try to see if Kelly will show.
First, he will step off and get in rhythm with Cruz again. Pacioli, healthy lead to start off. Simpson creeps in from third. First pitch, he shows bunt, pulls back, it's down and in. And Mace will call time and march to the mound. And spend what I believe is the Revs' final allotted visit. It's something that he wants to get across himself.
I think this is a situation where he's saying to Click, look, this guy's trying to give you an out. You have to throw a strike. Let's not try to get cute. Let's take the out we're given. I don't think it was a mechanical thing. It was Mace sensing the moment and trying to make it clear to Click what he wants to accomplish.
Revs Baseball brought to you by Hatfield, York Water Company, Brickers, Pizza Box and Hoagie Shop, York Volkswagen, and Penn State York. And the visit is over. Simpson marching in from third. Pitch is low again, and Kelly again pulls back. I think sometimes as a pitcher, you have a tendency to want to get a hitter to maybe pop up the bunt or miss it somehow, but what you're getting at, they want him, just let him bunt, let's get that first out and go from there. Now ready, the 2-0, he's running. Kelly pulls the bunt back, and Cruz trying to make a throw. Had it slip out of his hand. I wondered if maybe he made contact with the plate ump, but evidently not. And Mace might come out and ask if he did. It's a stolen base for the moment, his 34th. And Mace asking if on the reach in and the pull back, if he happened to make contact with DeBrouwer's chest protector or whatever. He's told no, and Mace is satisfied with at least making sure that they were thinking about it. A runner at second, no outs, corners in, the 2-1 to Kelly. He bunts and gets it down. Click comes in front of Simpson. Bare hand pickup, and the throw just nipped him. A little bit of a windup in that throw to first. And Kelly, who can scoot, made it close. Sacrifice is good. 1-3 on the out, and the go-ahead run has been moved to third base with only one out. That's what Somerset does. They're very adept at advancing runners. It's not the team you want a leadoff walk against. The Revs will bring the infield in. Guzman, the hitter, Click's former Camden teammate. First pitch, fastball right there. It is strike one. He is 0 for 4 tonight. 1 for 8 after being moved to the leadoff spot here in this series. Tied at 3 here in the 9th inning. Here's the stretch, the 0-1, and a swing and a miss. A cutter. Now Click ahead in the count. And if he can get a second out without Pacioli coming in, this is exactly what he's trying to pull off. He's ready. The 0-2, and he missed in the dirt, blocked by Luis Cruz. A lot of pressure on him in this situation. One ball, 2 strikes. Again, Van Meter able to come back from a leadoff walk last inning, but a little bit different type of base runner. A steal and a sac bunt has moved Pacioli to third. The stretch, infield in, the 1-2, and it missed way high, and Cruz almost leaping. Fastball at 94. Revs have Jared Gaynor up in the bullpen. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Cruz blocking one in the dirt and then getting up to grab one way upstairs. Now the 2-2, and a swing and a fly ball to left. Hustling toward the line is Verona. He will get there in front of the corner. He'll heave it home. It's a great throw, but Pacioli scores standing. And he had just enough wheels to outrun it. Cruz had to reach toward the front of the plate just slightly and then reach back for a tag. When it left Verona's hand, it looked like it had a great shot. He gave it a great effort, but it's a sac fly, and Somerset takes the lead.
He did. What an arm from Verona there, and the thing that made it most impressive was he wasn't standing, waiting, lining that one up. He had to run towards the line, his momentum not towards home plate, but still able to circle it and let it go, and a great strike.
Here's Rodriguez, who fouls the first one against the net. Now Guzman, his 50th RBI, gives Somerset a 4-3 lead. It went walk, steal, sac bunt, sac fly, a run without a hit. And the 0-1, swinging a line drive to right field, and now it's a run with a hit. Played on a hop by Mitchell, and Alfredo Rodriguez has a 4-hit night, 4 for 5, his 4th hit in a row. Matt, did you mark down where he hit his single in the 5th inning?
That was right up the middle.
So he's had 3 hits to right and the other one up the middle. 2-out base runner, and here's Olmo Rosario. He's 2 for 4, RBI and a run out of the 3 spot. First pitch, swinging a foul tip into the backstop. The Revs down a run in the bottom of the 9th. Mitchell, Tejeda, Burgess due up. Talvin Nash on the bench tonight. Should they feel an opportunity to use him? A click ready. The 0-1. And swinging a foul back. Bangs upstairs and funnels its way down below. 4-3 Somerset, trying to deny the Revs of a 4-game sweep of this series. Won the first 3. Here's the 0-2, runner goes, and a slider away. Throw from Cruz to second. It hits Casilla in the knee, I believe, trying to make the pick. Runner breaks for third, and Dent, who had cut it off over by the second base position, he threw on the run, threw it into the ground, and it bounced off the third base umpire, Derek Moshe, who blocked it from getting to Chase Simpson at third. Simpson then had to head down the line a few steps to recover it. It'll be a steal for Rodriguez, his 13th. He had been thrown out twice earlier tonight, but this one gets away. Cruz charged with a throwing error. And the Revs with their 2nd error of the game. He's at third. 1-2 to Rosario. The pitch, swinging a foul back upstairs. Click jamming him. And Casilla, like he was slightly shaking that leg off. Looked like that throw bounced right off his kneecap. And all kinds of obstacles presented themselves. Another 1-2. And a fly ball, center field and shallow. It's right center. Harris cutting over in front of Mitchell, and he'll take it. That'll end the inning, but the Patriots with a run to break the tie. 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. Last chance for the Revs. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Somerset leads 4-3.
Kids today, with Facebook, texting, TV, and video games, seems like fresh air and sunshine are things of the past. Remember playing catch, climbing trees, wholesome backyard fun? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care remembers, give them lush grass, healthy trees, the good old outdoors. American is baseball and apple pie. Kids have every reason to stay inside. Don't let your lawn be one of them. Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, world-class care right in your backyard. 717-292-9994.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood Sure Save stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Enoel Polanco, and you're listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the revolution, Sport Radio 1350 WOYK.
Revs down 4-3. As we go to the bottom of the ninth inning, Somerset closer Ronnie Shaban is on. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. And the Revs with 3, 4, and 5 coming up. Mitchell, Tejeda, and Burgess. Man, if it wasn't Pacioli running on that sac fly, the Patriots always have that threat of speed. Mitchell 0 for 2 tonight. RBI ground out, 2 walks. Shaban, the righty, delivers, and it's lined into left center. Lead-off hit. Off the end of the bat, but he chips it in over the shortstop. And there's a start. The leadoff man on 1 pitch. Mitchell, a 9-game hitting streak. On the first pitch he sees in the bottom of the ninth, he extends it, and the tying run is on. Here's Tejeda, who's 3 for 4. Tied the game with a bloop double in the 7th. Not even a bloop, a towering fly ball that fell on the line or just inside the line. He's driven in 2 of the 3. And the winning run at the plate. Shaban's second pitch is coming. And a ground ball up the middle, base hit left center. Mitchell will turn and stop. And on 2 pitches, the Revs have first and second with nobody out. Tejeda with a 4-hit game in his return to the lineup. 4 for 5 with 4 in a row. And the winning run now on base. 2 pitches, 2 hard-hit singles, or at least that one was. Mitchell sprayed it off the end of the bat, but put a good swing on it. And Shaban now will get ready for his 3rd pitch with Michael Burgess digging in. Winning run already on base. First pitch is down and in. Shaban 4 and 4, 3.99 ERA, 10 saves, 42 outings.
And a big hole on the left side for Burgess. Rodriguez, the shortstop, watching Mitchell closely at second. And Minakazi guarding against the double, not far off the line.
Golson in right is shallow. The 1-0 swing and a high pop-up at third. It's Minakazi drifting back into foul ground. He's under it. He's got it. 1 big out here in the bottom of the ninth. Travis Witherspoon just ran down to the right field corner, loosening his legs. As Burgess chucks his bat down at the end of the dugout, disgusted with that result. And here's Luis Cruz.
Well, Tejeda is the DH, so you wouldn't have to worry about positioning, and I think they're going to wait until he's either in scoring position or there's 2 outs before they go ahead, or maybe not.
And now he's ready, and they'll put him out there. No Tejeda, great night in his return. DHing for them in this one. And Witherspoon will pinch run the winning run with Mitchell at second base, the tying run. And now 1 out. Here's Luis Cruz, 2 for 3, 2 singles and a walk. First pitch is a called strike. Down in the zone. Revs have stranded 11 tonight. Left them loaded last inning. 2 each in the 2 innings before that. So 7 the last 3 innings. Here's a turn and a look back at second. Siobhan 10 for 13 in save opportunities. Former Cardinals farmhand made it to AAA. Here's the stretch. And the 0-1 breaking ball, and it hooks across for strike 2. Mitchell getting out to a big secondary lead there. Cruz recognized curveball, though, didn't want it. And now he'll operate with 2 strikes.
And one more thing about Witherspoon pinch running. Oftentimes when you're inserted in that situation, because of your speed, you want to make a difference with your speed. He still has to be smart on the bases, because it's more important that Mitchell scores and they don't make any outs out there than Witherspoon get all the way around immediately.
Here's the stretch from Siobhan. Peaks at second, the lift of the leg, and he'll look Mitchell back again. Fans getting restless with these countless maneuvers from Patriot pitchers tonight. Revs with only 2 walk-off wins. They've been walked off 7 times. Here's the stretch, 0-2, and a breaking ball, strike 3 called. Cruz knew it. Siobhan doubled up on it and froze him. 2 down. Revs had singles on each of the first 2 pitches, and Siobhan has dialed it in, getting these last 2. Here's Verona trying to keep the game alive, 0 for 3 with a sac bunt tonight. Revs down a run, a single would potentially tie it. Revs down 4-3. Siobhan the pitch, and a swing and a line drive, right field, base hit! Mitchell around third, it's a tie game! Witherspoon to third, and Verona has tied it! 4-4 here in the bottom of the 9th. First pitch swinging, and he sprays it right over first base and into shallow right over toward the line. His first hit of the night, and the Revs with 3 first pitch singles here in the bottom of the 9th inning have tied it up. And here's Ryan Dent, who will try to win it with Witherspoon at third, Verona on at first. Dent 1 for 4 tonight. First pitch, Verona runs. It's a breaking ball, strike. He'll take second. They paid no attention to him. It'll be a defensive indifference. Second and third now. Again, Golson in right is shallow. Everybody else straight up. 0-1. And he tried to check a slider, appeal to first. No swing. Revs with a base hit would sweep a 4-game series and be poised to go up 2. One ball, 1 strike. Pitch, down and away, fastball. First base is open. This team has battled back again here in their final at bat, now trying to win it. The 2-1 breaking ball hovered high. 3 balls and a strike. Dent will be looking for a mistake. Chase Simpson on deck. Here's the stretch from Shaban. The 3-1. Fastball low. Ball 4. Bases loaded. Shaban jawing in at home plate. And they are loaded for Chase Simpson, who will try to send this one off a winner. A variety of ways he can do it. 0 for 4 tonight. He just missed a potential 3-run homer an inning ago. Just pulled it foul in right. Witherspoon the winning run at third base. Loaded with 2 outs. And the first pitch missed inside. Tied at 4 here in the bottom of the 9th.
And so far, his best pitch has been the breaking ball, and that's not going to be a pitch he's going to be able to throw as effectively to Simpson here, batting from the left side.
Rebs with 10 last at-bat wins, 2 walk-offs. The 1-0. Swinging a line drive the other way in left, but foul. Hard hit, and it bangs off the brew house at the end of the left field concourse. 1-1.
Let's hear you, Reds fans!
Reds trying to win their 4th in a row and sweep this series. They've tied it twice late in the game. The 1-1. Fastball in there. Pours it across. But I think the Rebs dugout thought it was low. It's 1-2. It was over the plate.
And just something funny, a slight side note, Alonzo Harris had come out on the on-deck circle. He just walked back into the dugout. He will not bat. One way or another, he will not bat in this game once more.
And Shaban's come back to jump ahead. Here's the stretch. The 1-2. Breaking ball, he got a piece, just barely. And bounds a foul over by the first base on deck circle. Unoccupied by Alonzo Harris.
I should say this inning. Theoretically, he could come up in a couple more innings, but it's either out number 3 or a walk-off.
They would all love it if he does not have to again tonight. Simpson battling behind 1-2. Here's the stretch from Shaban. And the pitch. Swinging a line drive down the line in right field. It's a fair ball. Game over. And the Revs win 5-4. Chase Simpson is mobbed in the infield. And the Revs score 2 in the bottom of the 9th inning and win it. A 4-game sweep of the Patriots. And the Revs, who tied it in the 7th, tied it again, and now win it in the bottom of the 9th. They got him twice with the ice bath, and the celebration is on in the middle of the infield. And is it a final in Lancaster? Revs a chance to be 2 up momentarily, and they are 2 games up with the win tonight. Lancaster went down by a 6-0 final, and the Revs will take on the Barnstormers this weekend with a 2-game lead, their biggest of the year, in first place. What a win. The Revs come back. It's their 3rd walk-off win of the year, their 11th in the final at bat, and these last 2 weeks have been full of those. 3 in Sugarland, 1 here in walk-off fashion tonight. Man, did he hammer that ball down the line and right. He sat back, got a pitch to hit, and absolutely drilled it. What a sweet swing, and he knew he only had to get to first base to make it official. He was able to savor that follow-through for a moment on a bullet down the line and right that went to the wall. And Witherspoon came across, and the celebration was on. What a win tonight. The 3rd walk-off win of the year. Again, the 11th in a last at-bat for the Revs. And they complete a 4-game sweep with a 5-4 walk-off win. 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th here tonight. 5-4 is your final. Stay tuned. Post-game show follows next.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice.